All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Village Boy. Thanks. And
can I just make one or two response to?
No, I'll still come back to you. So that we will not delay other people. I'll still come back. Let's go to Prof. Prof, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I really appreciate the host and those that have spoken before. I'm going to say this. In fact, I've lost my interest in Nigeria. In fact, and the reason being that what has been happening, we didn't get to this state or situation by an accidental discharge of nature. I want to believe with what is unfolding in Nigeria. Okay, everyone believes they know the truth. I wanted to say something before, but what transpired today, I actually come to a conclusion. There's no solution as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to rest my case. I'm emotional with the kind of response that I'm getting. Two wrongs can never make it right. When are we going to get it right? Who did this to us? Thank you so much. I'm not going to say more than that. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Prof. Wow. Yeah, it's a Nigerian thing. As long as we're all Nigerians, no matter where we are, right, we all have blood flowing in our veins. So I can understand where Prof is coming from. Yeah, thanks a lot, Prof. I appreciate you. And thanks a lot. Let's go to, I don't know, I mean, you don't have a name. I try to say your name, something in Africa or whatever.
Yeah. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I in all honesty, I would want to first of all start by saying that Village made a very, very, very reasonable submission. You see, the truth is we like making conclusions when the issue has not even been concluded. This is not the first time Very Dark Man has been incarcerated or arrested or put behind bars. He's got so many court cases. He has made a lot of blunder in the past. He's not a very stable person. He needs his team. He needs a management team, to be able to direct his followership, to be able to direct how he conducts himself on the social space. You see, before the advent of social media, people did criticize the government. They did it in print media, they did it via radio, and they did it on television. And these mediums had censorship and monitoring tools that they use, to censor whatever you are about to say. Because once those words have already been said, there is no take back. Unfortunately, today both fortunately and unfortunately, today, anybody can pick up his or her mobile phone on a ring light and blab as much as he or she wants. But remember that while you are doing that, the consequences of whatever you say squarely is on your feet. So be prepared to beat the drum and dance to the tune. VDM was arrested by Nigerian Security Agency under the auspices of EFCC. You can call it police. They are all security apparatus. They are allowed to carry out arrests. They are allowed to do joint operation is allowed. They have been doing it. They have done it in the past before. And he should just face the consequences of whatever action forever utterances, unguarded utterances that he had made. He's going to be released. He's going to be granted bail. So I don't know why people are crying more than the bereaved. He had already said 1,000 times that he doesn't care. He is prepared to go down that route, and he's even preparing to become to gain into political space. He wants to venture into political office in the future. So we've seen politicians who went down that route, who have criticized the government, who have faced the consequences, criticized individuals who have faced the consequences. So it's his cross. I don't know why people are crying. If you don't like the way he was arrested, maybe you go and join the police and then gain the ranks of the police or the what's it called, or EFCC or DSS, and see if you can do a better job. You know, instead of sitting on TikTok and crying for what doesn't make any sense. You are not going to teach them their job. They are the ones doing the job. You are just a spectator. You just sit down and watch. You have clapped for him. You have clapped for him. You have encouraged him. He has gotten to this stage. Wait, when he gets to court, the judge will release him if they know that he meets the bail condition. Bail is everybody's right. So I don't know why this should be an issue. VDM's arrest every 6 months, every 1 year, somebody will come up and say VDM he just wants to be in the middle of the storm constantly. Me, I'm tired of the guy every day. The other time he came up and said his money was missing. You know, everywhere giddy. Is he the only one that is in the country? I beg. What kind of this thing is that one? He came, he said money missing. The people were running helter-skelter, saying all whatnot. On this same platform, we were here discussing this buffoon. And then today again, we'll come back again and start crying for him. I don't understand, though. I really don't understand Nigerians. Tomorrow, he will come again, he'll look for another way again. Are we idiots? Let him sit down there. In fact, let them buy pure water and Gary and go and give him. Let him stay there for some time. I don't understand. Why are they even releasing him? Shebi say like Wahala. He should sit down there for some time now. Is it not the police station that he should wear police uniform one time? He should sit down with them there. He should do his TikTok video from police cell. Let us rest. What is it? Every day, video. Is it the only Nigerian we have in Nigeria? I beg, the police people that arrested him, that put this, I heard they kicked him too. They will have slapped him and knocked that his head. He babbed that his dada. You know the way he is doing. He hasn't seen anything. They should have babbed. You see that his dada, his fake dada. They should have carried scissors and cut it for him, and then sit him down on the ground and video him. Then next time when he come outside, he will watch his mouth. He talks too much. The guy talks too much. What is it? Everywhere, video. He don't go rest. I beg. Let him sit down there. That's my submission. Thank you.
Oh, guy, you para. Wait up.
Okay, you remember say we did discuss this guy matter. You remember when they say money loss? Which like small people go they carry adults, they used to play tennis. I beg Nigerians. Tomorrow video. Now only in Nigeria. I beg, okay, I don't finish my submission. I don't say they're going to insult me. You don't see comment section, don't catch fire. I know, not too many don't go. If they see me now, all this was any time, they wish they day on the panel that their body they itch them, they want to call you.
You're in trouble.
I will begin to receive private message.
They catch you first. When they come anymore, I don't really come.
I beg,
go na joke I do, but I don't find the cars.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Let me make space for other people.
All right, thanks. Okay, thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Mr. Ken, sir. No, Mr. Ken, sorry. Stop for me, talk.
Good
evening, sir.
What an interesting 24 hours.
Yeah, and thanks for yesterday also. You know, that one I want for that yesterday. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yesterday I kind of predicted that one of several options, and I think one of those options is coming to fall.
It's coming up right here.
Yeah. So what I will say is this: no matter how these things come to an end, at the end of the day, I think the consciousness of the youth in Nigeria is now a bit heightened, which is good. VDM has been arrested more than enough that have been counted. And I remember that one of the last few times he was arrested, he only had about, 6-7 people protesting on his behalf. The Cocoa Pig guy and half a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, compare that to what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see that, there's a silver lining somewhere. And that level of protest definitely spooked the relevant security agencies to come out. If VDM had been the son of nobody, nothing would have happened for, another week or thereabouts. So, and in my view, I think we need a few more of this so that the common man, the ordinary man, the orphan, the one that has no clout as VDM, right, will stand a better chance of obtaining justice in future. Now, I said that for two reasons. There's at least 2 high-profile cases of either miscarriage of justice or police brutality against ordinary Nigerians that is now turning into something more positive. Now, there's this guy called Seeking, you must have heard about him, that got picked up for criminal defamation a few months back. Now, he is now another mini VDM fighting for the oppressed, which is good. There was this other guy that was picked up that spent 12 or 13 years in custody, that the Osun State governor gave a reprieve from the death penalty for allegedly stealing a fowl and a couple of crates of eggs. He got reprieved. That guy, I spoke to him a week or 2 ago. He's now heading his own foundation to fight for the oppressed. Again, we need a lot more of those. You get my point. So having said all that, let me move on to the substantive issue at stake, which is the VDM. As far as I'm aware, the facts that I know as of today is that the FCC has come out talking about the arrest. In the nature of the arrest, obviously, it's not legal in courts. And from what I got told, contrary to one of the speculations of yesterday, is that it was a multi-agency arrest. That is not uncommon, right? I've seen multiple instances where when EFCC is picking up somebody, they're usually backed up by the police, sometimes by the DSS, depending on the nature of the petition against the subject matter. In this instance, I learned that the DSS was involved, the EFCC was involved, and of course the police was involved as well, right? So it's not unusual, from that point of view, even though the actual nature of the arrest, right, is less than ideal. Being blindfolded, being assaulted, and I spoke about it yesterday, that this is not the Nigeria we want, and I hope that, a civil suit can be filed by VDM's attorneys in due course. You get my point. The latest I've read tonight, shortly before I came on, is that an extension of time. has been requested, and potentially a 14-day extension has been granted. That's what I read, to enable the agencies to hold him for longer. And again, this is not uncommon where, because of the fact that multiple agencies would need to interrogate him, so EFCC, DSS, and the police are going to be speaking to him regarding ongoing allegations. But in all this, I say again that I hope his fundamental rights are protected. In a way, happy that he has more than enough legal protection, representation, so to speak. I learned that his barrister Deji is not yet in the country as of this afternoon. But then again, Barrister Deji works for a law firm, and they have multiple barristers in there that could very well represent him. I'm happy in a way that he has more than enough legal representation to be able to safeguard his rights, between now and when he eventually gets charged in court. I suspect that this case will ultimately end up in court. I can tell you that for free. But what the nature of the charges would be, I don't know. There's been speculations about multiple charges burden on the financial stuff we spoke about yesterday, cyberbullying. I mean, VDM is not new to cyberbullying charges anyway, and a couple of others. But ultimately, the expectation is charges will be laid. There will be a bail hearing, and I suspect the way it is now, it wouldn't be an administrative bail from the EFCC. I think something that has to go to a magistrate, to deal with the issue of bail. And this is not new to VDM either. It's been through that process before. And I hope that it gets that representation to be able to safeguard his rights. Yeah. And I hope that he eventually gets bail to be able to prepare for his defense. I mean, VDM has got, multiple cases anyway as it stands today. But in a way, I'm happy the way Nigerians and VDM supporters, have been able to rise to his defense today. We need a lot more of that. And I saw this powerful submission from Arise News today. Again, that was a very, very balanced reportage in terms of what's going on so far. And again, we need a lot more of that. If you look at what happens in the USA today, in fact, when you look at the stuff that President Trump has been up to in the US, you would sometimes wonder if the USA is a banana republic where people with green cards, legal residents are being picked up and deported, right, despite court orders. So you kind of wonder what's going on here. But ultimately, the only recourse open to the common man, even against the president, against the state, is the court of law, right? And again, I hope that that process, even if it failed, BDM originally cannot be corrected moving forward, right? And again, finally, I hope that, his lawyers will get to work and get this rights safeguarded, ultimately. I wouldn't speculate on any other thing. I'm just going to deal with the facts. But we spoke about the illegality on the face of his arrest yesterday. A bit more clarity today. People talk about cyber stalking was the reason for his arrest. A video in the bank and what have you. But we now have a definitive, set of facts, which is that it was a multi-agency arrest. The DSS was involved, the police was involved, the EFCC was involved, and all those agencies now, are now going to be working hand in hand to be able to, speak to him, and hopefully we'll get to find out what those charges are. But the case will definitely end up in court. There's no two ways about it. So I think that's probably my own submission, pretty much. Thanks, host.
All right, thanks a lot, Vice K. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go to Mr. Chizanoman. I can say full. Chizanoman, something like that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and thank you for letting me up. Well, since I've been listening now, I had a lot to say when I first encountered you live, so I followed you because you had some interesting topics.
Thank you, sir.
Great. But after listening to some people, I'm very weak. Very weak. I'll say, are these the same people like me who are Nigerians who have been complaining about what's going on? It's obvious that some of us are imperialists by nature, but we don't even know. And that's the truth, because we tend to look at what is going on in Nigeria as politics, but it's not the way it's supposed to be. Like when I listen to my man up there, the village, I don't have his full name. Please don't get upset. This is just an observation upon some things you said. But I feel you're more like agreeing to the society, the way we've gone so bad, without us realizing our full potential as human beings. You understand? You're talking about government. Nigerian government is not a government. Now, I won't say this is my opinion. I will say this is fact, because Nigerian government is actually against the people. If you say it's not, that means there's probably another reality. But I know for the last 30 years, there's been heavy derailing of the country due to in the medical sector, education, everything. Obviously, it has been hijacked by gangsters. I reference this because if you look at in the US 1940s, 1930s, it was similar case. They were all corruption everywhere, gang banging, until people stood up and said, no, we have to stop this nonsense. We can't be living like this, like animals. Then some of us here are saying that we can't it's a government, so we should take whatever the government gives, because the government is an authority. An authoritarian authority that denies people its own basic rights to actually be part of its own country. So, and I look at that, this is a fellow Nigerian speaking like this. I said, wow, we're in for it though. It's either I don't see any solution in Nigeria, or maybe I'm in another reality. Maybe I'm in a reality whereby it's all doom and gloom and you want a better reality, I don't know. But I'll say there's no hope. It's either someone comes in like Traore and forces everybody to bend the knee and behave properly, or there's nothing going to happen in Nigeria. It's going to be worse and worse and worse. Still, maybe we'll start doing slave trade right in Nigeria, right there. Open slave trade. Yes. Because I can't believe my fellow Nigerians will be saying things like, the authority, the same Nigeria, that there's no health care. Zero health care. But our leaders fly abroad for health care. We don't think about that. The same Nigeria that our educational, the Ministry of Education, children, school abroad, not in Nigeria. And we're talking about this crap that we should obey the government. You see, it's people like this thing we say here is what makes us complacent. And we allow these guys bully us. We don't have a government. What we have is a bunch of people who are all gangbangers and they are holding power. That is it. The government is not governing us. How are they governing us? Government is not led by saying, you sit down there, stand up. Are you taking care of the people? No, you are not. So how are you the government? How are you a government if you're taking care of me? Where's my government allocation? Where's my security? Nothing. And you're telling me you're a government. You see how we reason? I would say some of us are imperialists by nature, but we don't know. We think because we think life is not politics. Life is not politics. It's either you do the right thing or you do the wrong thing. But we human being politics for our own gain. That's what we do. But life is not politics. It's either you're eating or you're not eating. Look at the country in a mess, and we're saying let's obey authority. Every Nigerian is meant to get up and get to Asarok and catch Tinubu and give a headbutt. Are you crazy? Who are you? Better than me. That you can decide my life. Come on. We're weaklings in Nigeria, and with things like this, it will make us weaker and weaker. Until I'm telling you, these hooligans will start selling slave trade in front of us on the street. Just watch. It's going to get to that stage. It's getting there. Because we don't have anyone strong enough, and a lot of us all the same together are saying that we should fear authority, to obey authority. What authority? Has the authority fed you? What are your rights as a human being? Do they own the land? Let's ask questions. Are we really Nigerians? Maybe because we live on that land, we are not really Nigerians. Maybe the British Empire, whatever treaty they signed, it doesn't concern us. Let's be real. Anyway, I'm just saying because it's all this whole thing that comes together that to ask ourselves the question. But I hear someone saying that we should do this, we should respect. Obviously there's different kind of people in Nigeria. You have imperialists, you have people that love the government, love what they're doing. Obviously. But when you come out to say this to everybody, that we should watch what we say, this and that, so the government can do as they like, then we should not watch what we say. Come on! Anyway, I'll just stop with it now because I can continue going on. But I'm just trying to see facts to know if I'm in another reality or when it's in reality that Nigeria is so messed up and you're telling me I should obey the government when they are messing up. What should I say? It's just weird. Thank you, host.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Chiza. Let me just.
Can I host?
Let me see.
Just to clarify something. That's all.
Yeah, but hope you don't still. I can only give you 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Please.
My brother, I'm not saying the government is good. So if I tell the government good, I did lie. The government is not good. But two wrongs. If you want to do something, if you want to make the country better, we don't have to do it in the wrong way. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about in general, the indiscipline. Not about even VDM, it's beyond VDM. What is going on in the country now? That a 14-year-old can come online and tell a man of 67 years old or 87 years old to shut up. This is where it starts. That's what I'm talking about. I have no business. The government is terrible. Yes, they are useless. Benefit in our government. But we need to make some corrections. If he's doing something wrong, that's what I'm just saying. We should be able to say something is wrong somewhere. That is, power. Anybody has power that they cannot regulate, the person will misuse the power. And it's getting there. That's what I'm saying. What's concerned me, they like me escalate the government, but we need to understand. If we say maybe they do it like this, the same country they talk say, better, go even call it terrible. That's what I'm saying. I'm not supporting government in any way, but we should be able to regulate and understand what we're saying, what we tell people. Our young generation are not even learning anything from anybody anymore. That's what I'm saying. I'm not against VDM. I'm not against the government. I'm trying to say the reality, the fact. You as my brother, you are talking about imperialism and all that. You can't allow anybody, as I am here, the only thing I don't play with is my name. That's the only thing my father has given me, my name. Can you allow anybody to destroy your name? No. Everybody has a right to fight. The government has the right to fight. So, but me, I'm not supporting government. To hell with the government. But we should say the truth. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, sir. Okay.
Can I just make this submission then? Other people can come in.
Make it brief, please.
Yes, you do. It's very important we educate Nigerians on the functions of our agencies. You understand? Because it's like people are trying to, confuse Nigerians. The job of the EFCC. The function of the EFCC includes the investigation of all financial crimes, you understand, advance fee fraud, money laundering, counterfeiting, illegal fund transfer, future market fraud, contract scam, etc. You understand? Then some people are talking about the DSS. You understand? DSS should never be close to VDM. EFCC should not be close to him at all. The job of the DSS in Nigeria is counterintelligence, medical intelligence, like some people want to use biological weapons against a country. That's the job of the DSS.
Sometimes we behave like people who are we actually went to school, but it's like we didn't go through school in that country. Medical intelligence, economic intelligence, like people want to sabotage the country economically. That's the job of the DSS. What has it got to do with a man talking on TikTok? You know, internal security, counter-terrorism, and surveillance, as well as investigation of other type of serious crime against the state. The crime that whatever they say he committed, was he against the state? What is DSS doing there? You see, sometimes when we do something in this country, you see, when we say, you see some people just come, you see, I feel pain when I hear some people talk. You understand? The job of cyberbullying is rests in the hands of the police. They call it. They call the agency NCC, Nigerian Police Force. That's National Cyber Center. That's their responsibility. It is the police that is supposed to arrest VDM. And even before you ask to arrest it, you have to do an investigation. Get a court order, a court injunction. Cite his offense to him. And tell him whatever whatever you say here will be used against you in the court of law. We should not put the cat before the horse. We should put the horse before the cat. You understand? We turn things upside down, maybe for one reason or the other in this country. These are the jobs. You can easily do a research. Nigerians, because of one thing, they can't do a research and go and find the reason why a EFCC man cannot go and start harassing somebody who committed cyber. It's only in this country, so a lawyer wants to become a minister of power that doesn't know anything about transformer. That is why the country is backward, putting square peg in round holes.
All right, sir.
Let the person who is responsible to do the job do the job. Thank you, gentlemen.
Right,
I'll be listening to you. Let me give other people opportunity to come up and speak.
Okay. Thank you. All right, thanks a lot. Yeah. All right, let's get to I think Mazi now. I don't know either Mazi or Gosh. I think Mazi, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Good evening from here. I'm not sure whether I'm safe to speak because the comment section I fear. I know, I'm totally 1,000,000% confused is what is going on in that country. Just like last time we analyzed about how many million disappear and appear. And people attack us here, call us sort of names. At the end of the day, the guy come out and send a prank. Now, let me say something that made this young man unprofessional. We Nigerians are more intelligent people in black race. Let us know this today. You came out and said your mother accounts that somebody used NIN to obtain loan from bank and they are deducting the money. Good. As a public figure, for you to handle that such case, first of all, because that loan called from a third party, she didn't take that loan. The person that do that didn't take that loan direct from GTB Bank. Right? It's a third party. What you need to do as a public figure, as an educated person, is to go to court and obtain a paper, a document, and serve it to that bank. When you serve it to that bank through courts, then court will now review the person's data. Who is the behind the scene taking this money? Who took this loan? Because sometimes we call ourselves in Nigeria, sometimes we don't even believe in that Nigeria. But let me tell you here, Nigeria has a law. Nigeria has a procedure of how to do things. If you are a public figure, how you gonna do things, it will work smoothly. As long as having a good motive. Now, when you obtain that, then court will serve it to GT Bank. GT Bank will now offload all the person's address, her NIN, BVN, how the money went in, because you don't have to take any data from any bank because it's a law. Every data, any personal data, you don't need to breach it without court. Then you now come up and analyze with the lawyer.
and get that person that take that loan arrested. The bank must obey the courts. It's not for you to go into the bank there and start having an agreement with them or start talking to them because they're public. Things doesn't work that way. You need to live for as an example in anything you do as a public figure, even in Western world. We're talking about somebody use your mother's information to take money in loan. And that loan, everything is on where? In the same system. This one is not like somebody come to Agege and cut your back, or went to Ajibule, cut your back. No, we're talking about electronically. This is what we're talking about here. And again, before you came out, just like what's happening between him and the Nedu, I'm not supporting Nedu. Whatever business they do or how they play their game is not my business. But what I'm concerned is that for him to come out and somebody has an real estate in Abuja, and you come publicly and say it's a fraud because of the person that behind that is campaigning for that. For instance, we have a PDP, you have an APC, you have a Republican, you have a Democrat in the US. You don't come to a national and a TV, a television, or broadcast and start seeing that people that are working there with somebody because they do something wrong. You start attacking that person's business because Nigerian government give that person and a certificate of the business, CAC. They have a bank account. You have a EFCC clearance. That real estate. Okay, so Nigerian government have to go responsibility that will give that person that license if something go wrong. We need to be talking about how the Nigeria start to be functioning the way it's supposed to be. How many people can I myself as a government, all of us here can fight crime in Nigeria without the system working? If we want to protest, if we want to speak, we speak about how the system is corrupt. And who are making it to corrupt? It's our brothers and sisters who are the law enforcement or not the department. They are the people who are the problem. If the Nigeria is not restructured, we will continue shouting and shouting for this problem. I don't see in the Western world just come and say money just disappear. How? The person will go in for it. This is what we need to be talking about. So somebody came out today and tell it another different thing. When you started investigating it, another thing will happen again. A lot of confusion everywhere. The job of the EFCC, the job of the DSS, it will become an individual. The job of the lawyer, individuals start doing it. If somebody scams somebody, the video will come and take the money back. It goes on remains. What is the job of the Nigerian institution doing? That as an individual, we take your own power and emphasize it to the citizen, to free them, while you drink your own citizen. So Nigerians trying now to correct their error. That's what I'm watching here post. Nigeria want to do what? Correct back their error because they are losing their glory. And VDM is taking it from them. And they want them to bring it back again and say, we are investigating VDM and some other people, they want to go back to track. That's the way they investigate, that's the way they thief. Not them, the same people. So Nigeria needs structure. That is what our people, youth, need to come out to start protesting for reform. Look at that now, they put money tariff. Youth no come protest. We don't see anybody. They disappear. Dollar rights, we don't see anybody. They disappear. Everything that don't outside in Nigeria, they disappear after NSAS. Like because they arrest this man, now you see everybody don't bust after that. All the two now catch fire. All the show me catch fire. So please see my solution here, please. That in anything you live in any country, you come enjoy any country in the world has a constitution, has a law. Be a law-abiding citizen. Follow the law, so you cannot be a victim tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, Mazi. Thanks a lot, Mazi, for that submission as well. Wow. You talk on before you start. Say, conversation will burst. It is well. All right, let's go to Mr. Gosh 48.
Yeah, good day, everyone.
Good day, bro. Thanks a lot for your gifts yesterday. Appreciate you, sir.
I've not seen your live in a very long time, so I was wondering if everything was all right.
Yes, I just tried to take a break, for like 3 months or so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, first of all, what I will start by saying is, a problem in Nigeria is not really a problem to everyone till it touches someone that you know directly or it touches you directly, as long as it's not affecting the average Nigerian, we feel that it's not an issue. VDM is not a saint in any way. He's not an angel or a messiah. Anybody painting him in that angle or with that narrative is very wrong. He still has his own issues. He has a lot of personal issues. But what everyone can collectively agree on or agree with is the fact that this is somebody that can say things that the average person is afraid to say. What the average Nigerian youth cannot say or cannot fight for, this person is doing it. Sometimes we should just learn to ignore the messenger. The messenger is not always perfect, but focus on the message. We are talking about, I will take this thing out from the angle of the thing that happened with the bank, then his arrest and what is happening currently. Now, this issue that his mom had with the bank, the last speaker was talking about the due processes of getting things done. Are you aware that this same issue that VDM's mom has with the bank, several people have this same issue where some are even aware working with a banking officer and they will be transferring money into their account, only for the banking officer here in Nigeria to be withdrawing the money without the authorization. It's all over the news. There are several cases. They are followed up with the right authorities. There are even some that will take the case to the bank. The bank will end up locking them up or silencing them because they don't have the voice of VDM. So it's something that is rampant. So if we are saying that he should have followed the right, maybe he should have gone to submit one thing to GT Bank. Are you forgetting that this is the same person that was fighting for the case of one woman where her brother died and the bank withdrew a large sum of money from his account?
From Access
Bank. Not remit the money. From Access Bank. Are we forgetting that it's this same person that was fighting that case? I was on another live yesterday where a lady talked about her father, where her dad was receiving his salary into his account, but because his dad is an old man and he does not have access to his online banking, someone was withdrawing money from his account for 6 years. The bank was not claimed that they were not aware. Till someone paid a huge amount of money into the account and the father said he did not see it. That's when the father and the family members went to the bank. What is going on? They looked at the statement of account. They found out that this thing has been going on for 6 years. The bank does not care. Say Nigeria where someone will take a loan, as far as the person can just come up with a random number, he will come up with a random number and add you as the guarantor to the loan. The people that he took the loan from will be calling you the guarantor, like if you know the person that took the loan. Me personally, it happened to me before I left Nigeria. So let's not talk like if the Nigerian system is working and there is any due process to do anything. If VDM was an average person, an average normal Nigerian, like me and you, going into the bank to complain about this thing, maybe it would have been locked up because it's not difficult for the bank to do. It would have been locked up or they will find a way to kill the case. That aside, EFCC and whoever they said has issues with him, have issues with him. There's the right way to go about it. Nigeria is the only country where I see we have too many agencies doing the same thing. It's only in Nigeria. You find 5 agencies all tackling one issue. We are talking about financial crimes. We have the EFCC, we have ICPC, we have NFIU, we have the police, even the army now is even dipping their hands into financial crime issues, from what I was reading online recently. So everybody is trying to fight the same thing. So we don't even have specialized agencies. If truly the DSS were involved in picking VDM, then it is a huge shame to Nigeria. It's a shame. That is just like the SWAT team in America coming to pick a normal citizen because of trivial issues. It is a shame. Before you see the SWAT team out in the US, you know that, okay, this is probably like a terrorist or a hostage situation or something very critical that the normal police and normal FBI can't solve. That's when you see the SWAT team out. But in Buhari's tenure is when I saw that the DSS can be reduced to the point where if you speak out against the government, they will send the DSS to come and pick you. You'll be looking for the person that was picked. You will not know the agency that picked them. till the DSS come out and release a statement that we were the ones that picked this person. It is terrible. Several people have been held by these same security agencies. They have refused to follow the order of the court. An example is this man from the east. I can't remember his name. Nnamdi Kanu, that they are asked to release. They asked them to release him several times. They bluntly refuse to follow the instruction given to them by the court. Our organizations are just in shambles. You arrested the person. If it's in a sane country that there are laws, you arrest someone with a warrant. Or even if you don't arrest the person with a warrant, let's say you don't arrest him with a warrant, at least a statement should have been brought out by now from that organization. Before you even charge the person to court, there's no official statement to know what the person did. Next thing we're hearing is that they are charging him to court. And mind you, this same EFCC of an organization, they are a terrible, very terrible organization because they go about arresting people without any warrant or any reason for arrest. Most of their cases, when it's taken to court and the defendant can prove himself that he is not guilty, they lose the cases, and there are several times that they have been asked to settle people. But still they refuse to obey the order of the court. So they are not even a perfect agency to even be executing anything whatsoever. Till date, there is no official word from them. You go to their page, I don't think there's anything from them till now. That is because Nigeria is lawless. If VDM were to be an average citizen, they will not even know about him. They will be looking for him all over the station. They will not know that he has been transferred to somewhere else. It is painful. It is painful. Good and fine. The young man has his own issues. Obviously, in the pursuit of justice, you must step on some toes. There's no way you want to chase what is good, and you will not step on the toes of people that are enjoying the bad that is filling up their pockets. It's not possible. Fela did the same thing. When Fela was alive, so many people criticized him and looked at him as an unserious person. Said this one is a smoker, he does not know what he's saying. But now that he has spied, so many people are going back now and saying, oh, he was a messiah, he was speaking the mind of everybody. If only we had listened to him. VDM, in a certain way, fits himself into that bracket. He's not perfect. He's imperfect in every way, shape, or form. But what I will end my summation with is they should listen to his message, focus on the good things he has done, leave his bad attitude or the manner which he brings it forward. In Nigeria, we believe in respect too much. You see somebody pressing your neck down. In Nigeria, somebody is stepping on your neck to the point where you cannot breathe. We believe that you should still be greeting the person and telling the sir, please leave my neck, sir. Please, sir, you are pressing my neck, sir. And the person is squeezing your neck to the point where you're almost going to the other side. Sir, my neck, sir, my neck, sir. We believe in respect too much, and we forget that the people who are even respecting are the ones that put us in this mess that we are in as a country. His arrest, in summation, his arrest and everything with respect to his case just goes to show that Nigeria is in total anarchy. And as it has happened to him, it can happen to the common man. After all, there are people that Buhari picked up with the DSS that they are still nowhere to be found. Some journalists, they have still not been released till date. So I'm not even surprised. Thank you very much.
That's a small question. I think it's so I can understand what I said before. Just a question, please. Is possible? I want to ask Ghosh.
The question is going to direct to
Ghosh, the last question.
Ghosh, okay. Please, the questions are go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Ghosh, according to you say that people money lost, can you educate me more in how NIN work, utility bill, and also BBN work in the banking system, and how it's functioned to retrieve money back according to the Nigerian Constitution and the Anti-Money Laundering Act, please, because the law does not buy my opinion or your opinion. Law remains law. Can you educate us on that? Thank you.
Okay, with respect to the law, the legal aspect of how those, the BVN, the NIN, and all those things works, I'm not a legal personnel, so I won't know the details about it. But from my own perspective and from what I've seen, because I've had an experience to work with some people in the banking sector, our banking system and our banking applications, our banking infrastructure in general in Nigeria, we are doing what the US or other countries did in the 90s and early 2000s. That is the infrastructure we are using till date. The BVN and NIN that we even introduced has not even been fully integrated. There are still some lapses. It's still not correct till date. It's only till recently that it was being incorporated into the passport and all of that. But there are still some lapses. If people can still take loans with people's information and they cannot be traced, it is, if you go, there are some cases that the people have gone to the bank and the bank will say they don't know who took the money. They cannot trace who transferred the money out. Even when the person used an ATM, they say they can't trace it. Several cases have happened in that nature. So the argument of the BVN and NIN being effective, to me, it is a waste of time. Nigeria is not advanced to that point to use BVN or NIN. We just want to follow what other countries are doing. Like Canada is using the SIN number and the US is using the SSN number. We just want to follow the trend. We are not advanced as a country to even use such tools. Thank you.
All right. To add those quickly, Dr. Phoenix, my brother, Nigeria is working 100%. Transaction electronically is locked to lock, sender and the receiver. Anybody that say Nigerian banking is not working or Nigeria is not working, let him rethink and make his investigation and make a refinding. That is why you see our data is protected and encrypted on the back end. That whenever you obtain a document from the courts to serve to the government, to the bank, they will now update it and bring that person address, the person NIN and BVN and his pictures and everything and submit it to the court. So nobody can steal in Nigerian banking system without the bank don't want to give it to you or you don't go to the courts to do the normal procedure. So if they tell you that money lost, they don't know how the money lost, it's a lie. That's what I want to make everybody to understand here. So Nigeria need to wake up and demand to make sure that everything will start reviewing. As any program, I will tell you what I'm telling you. Thank you.
I'm sorry also. That is a slap on the banking system. There is a lot of young people that are putting in a lot in banking system in Nigeria. Our system works. Stop coming here and saying that about
Mr. Village Boy now, please. It's his own submission now. You drop your own submission.
But it's just attacking the banking.
I know, yeah, but don't say stop coming here to do this, please. It's his own submission. You drop your own submission. There are some things that you said, yeah, that doesn't have gone well with a lot of people here. But personal attack, I'm sorry.
I'll just say one more thing.
I'm sorry.
We are talking about the banking sector. Do you know that Nigeria till date, to verify someone's address, we still do it manually? Do you know it is not automated?
Well, let's go further, sir. Because we've got a lot of guests that want to come on. Please, let's just do it sharp. Now we've got about 11 people now that requested that they want to come up. All right, sir. Mr. Village, yeah, thanks, sir. Yeah, thanks a lot. And then I think it's Master something now. I think the mic is on you now. Amen.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, host. Good evening, everybody. Nice job. Okay, what I want to say about this is that there's a lesson for everybody to learn about this.
Brother Anthony.
PDM has lessons to learn. His followers have lessons to learn. Nigerians have lessons to learn. Where I want to start from is that the security agencies have their functions and their jobs. And once they swing into action, we can only, yes, we can demand for our rights, but we'll still have to either wait for whatever they're coming up with, what the host has on the background here. Say it's been multiple petitions. That is what he's been held for. There's been multiple petitions against VDM, including petition from GTB. So it becomes a question where we can probably just talk about on social media, but investigations will reveal what's transpired. And they talked about taking it to court. Okay, that he will be released, he will be granted bail or whatever, or if he meets the bail conditions, of course, whatever, he'll be taken to court. So, but we all have to learn lessons from them. VDM has some things to check about himself. His style of fight, well, quite unique, but more of like some people see it's more like someone just interfering in people's personal businesses that at times is unwarranted, it's not necessary, or maybe it shouldn't be done in that manner, because we still have people who have problems and they go to meet their lawyers or take it to the police station, and these things are being handled and sorted out. Anyway, at times to make noise on social media is part of the way of fighting so that others can hear. But at times it gets to more of cloud chasing than actually solving problems. So more like at times we have a situation whereby we more of rancor, diversion of attention or distractions, I would call it, and setting the whole place ablaze at times. So sometimes it doesn't allow people to like really know exactly what VDM's intention is or what he's really looking out for and all of that. Like the last time it was, they said it was in the middle of people dying or buying, all right, those children that went for rice or whatever in Abuja, in I think the other one, Ibadan or wherever, and VDM did not do anything, but only to come out and say money was missing in his account, and then it got all Nigerians, ranting and all of that, and at the end of the day, he came out and said it's a prank. And before then, he was picked up by the police for trying to use police uniform and all of that. The question to ask is, what is VDM really looking for? I'm not saying that he's not helping people and all of that, but I'm saying there is a manner in which he has to go about these things. And everything is not a social media thing for us to see, more of like eye service or CEO to jump into this, jump into that. Nigerians have to also stop being too gullible at times, going after everything like, it just happened now, VDM, everything. But have to like, okay, he's been arrested. Okay, so what exactly is the problem? What did he do? And then try to a little bit be patient while working on, trying to find out what exactly. So I'm saying there's a lot of lessons for everybody to learn in this particular issue, so that next time VDM does something, it's not just to follow him hook, line, and sinker, because he can get himself into trouble, and the procedure has to be followed. Last I checked, security, DSS is the state secret police of the president, basically. It's used by the authority, so they can get on you at any time, and depending on intelligence at their disposal. So, and once they take over EFCC, they are meant to unravel the individual behind any crime, and they can stay off any. Is the manager, is the CEO? No, the owner can be, even if it's church, they can get on you. So these are their jobs. So Nigerians need to start educating themselves in all of these things, so that they don't just jump on everything, too sentimental about things and all of that. Yes, quite appreciated. Nigerians are frustrated in a whole lot of things at the moment. So what VDM is doing is getting the attention, and then it more like it's easing the stress on people and all of that. And because of course some agencies of government have abandoned what their responsibility is supposed to be. So Nigerians look for who could be that arbiter, that helper, or somebody, that savior, let's say so. But let me start rounding up. My suggestion to Nigerians would be, where this thing should lead us to is an organization or an organized platform. We are. This is masses movement. more like we need an organized platform to get out what we don't want in 2027. This is all the signs we are already seeing, that we are fed up, we are tired of the system. One person or something, that is this type of example, what Vidim is fighting for now, another person is fighting, all of us fighting at different stuff. It's okay. But now what is pointing out to is we need a platform we organize on a party front line or a particular person. Go and do this. Let me submit. I will go for this. I'm not campaigning here, but I want to tell you that we are doing underground work right now because we are seeing some of these things and we pity the situation of things in Nigeria. But a platform where we can converge, because if we don't act as a people, as masses, they will still use divide and rule and hate us. So we are putting up a platform where the people can come together, have their voices heard there, because the way for now to at least change government is through that, by voting. Then you stand by it, then we correct whatever madness is going on at INEC, and then we get our results. Thank you very much, host. Let me end it now.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Aaron. Thanks a lot, sir. I appreciate it, sir. All right, I think we need to go to Dr. Carl. Dr. Carl, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I have to appreciate you for this avenue create to hear our voice. First and foremost, before I say something, I don't know why some Nigerians are behaving the way they are behaving. VDM is a man that is doing a lot of things which most of Nigerians fail to do that. He's a single person that I really appreciate. I'm not in Nigeria. A lot of us here appreciate this man because of wonderful things he's doing. When you look at this incident, this was a pure violation of fundamental human rights. We are in the civilian regime, not military regime. Where fella came out and said his mind, then it was a military regime. But we are now in civilian regime. And fundamental human rights must be recognized. The way things are moving in Nigeria, a lot of things are happening. And most of Nigerians cannot say their mind. But this is a person that came out and said what is really happening. And the gospel truth is the government is not happy with what is happening. And this single man has a lot of followers, a lot of supports, not only in Nigeria, all over the world. He has a lot of supporters. Because what the man is doing, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think. And when you look at Nigeria government, the only way out is for you to tell them the truth, and they don't want that. So I don't think, I totally disagree with submissions of some speakers here. I totally disagree. I don't think he did anything wrong. Okay, now, let's assume he did something wrong. The mood or the way which he was arrested was totally wrong. He's not a criminal person. If you want to invite him, invite in such the way that everybody will reason with you. Whether it's EFCC or DSS, when you want to invite him, you invite him. Okay, you are invited in our office. He will definitely go, but you have to beat him. You have to cover his face and all that. I don't think it makes any sense. I totally disagree with that act. So to me, I think there must be something on the ground. I suppose they are looking for a way to stop him from what he's doing. That's one. Two, to talk about bank, you see, GT, I don't think he did anything wrong to go there and complain. Some speakers were saying that he shouldn't have gone. I don't think he went there to lay complaint. So what is wrong for him going there to lay a complaint? Did he insult them? But them inviting EFCC, I don't think was the right thing, because he's your customer. Unless you have something in mind, unless you are not happy, unless you connive with the EFCC. But I don't think what happened was the right thing, and I've never expected Nigerians, to say what they are saying, because when you look at this thing, you believe me that the man did not do anything. What he's just saying, he's saying what is happening. Did the man lie? All the things the man is saying, did he lie? These are things that are happening in the country. He didn't lie. And the man, this is someone that is bold enough to come out and speak out. We have a lot of Nigerians that are scared, cannot come out and speak out. Assuming we have 20 of VDM, do you think this government will continue doing what they are doing? So my advice now is that we read tribalism. Let's come together as one, as Nigerians, and think how to move this country forward. The gospel truth is, when we fail to unite, this country will keep on sinking, because nothing good is going to come out in Nigeria unless we unite. We flush the bad leaders out. Tell me who is good among the politicians. We have a lot of corrupt politicians. Did the AFCC go after them? Even the Ayabello, where is the Ayabello? So let's just be sincere. Let's tell ourselves the truth. They are looking for a way to stop this man not to speak out, because has a lot of followers. And the best way to do is to stop him. I raise my case. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dr. Carl. Thank you, sir. All right, let me go to Mr. Kenny. Mr. Kenny, G. Okay, Mr. Kenny is not there.
Sorry, sir. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I'm in this now.
Joshua, no.
I think I'm here. Been here before.
Kenny, after Kenny, now you, Mr. Joshua, Asabi, I'm beg. No verse.
Thank you, sir. I got you. Thank you for having me, and I'm just gonna make a brief submission. I mean, to my own understanding, and I believe that if we, as a country, if we have a country that is working, for instance, let me just say Dubai, or a developed country, honestly, I don't think we need someone like VDM. I will be honest. We don't need VDM for anything. Why? Because, yes, a lot of people are here saying the way the guy is approaching, the way, you don't have a good manner, the way you approach people, or how you say things, they don't like it. Yes. I think for me, it's terrible. But it is what it is. This is Nigeria. This is the language that the politics, they understand. This is how you can speak to them. Because if you, as a person, you want to come, you want to speak to them politely, oh, I want to do this and this, we all know, no, they will not answer us, nothing. But when you come to them, you speak in this way, this is when they can say, oh, okay, then what is happening? Because, of course. So, for me, I believe, honestly, I think I'm sorry to say this with respect. I think for me, if the government can shut VDM up, or if they can shut him up like this, like shut him down, let me put it in that way, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think the country, I mean, something's going to work again, to be honest. I don't think so. And, well, I don't know, because it's so sad, because today I think I just, to my own observation, how things has been going, and I felt so bad today, like, no, I don't know what is happening. They arrest someone, there's no official statement, and it's so crazy. So that is my own submission. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Thanks a lot, Mr. Carr, Mr. Kenny G. All right, then Mr. Joshua, please.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Can you hear me well?
Okay, we can hear you now. Before your mic, they make croak.
Okay. I declare my throat. Where?
Now throat.
Offload.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Well, you see, a lot of Nigerians are just mediocres. They don't know anything about this Nigerian government. They don't know anything how it works. They don't even know who is their constitution, their senator. They don't know their local government chairman. They don't know nothing. It's just to make noise. You see this VDM arrest where they arrest them. Now me happy pass.
Why?
God bless you. Because it's just like a car. VDM is just like a car without brake on high speed. Tell me what thing go happen if that car they go. If by mistake maybe person way they in front can't hold brake, what go happen? An accident. VDM need a hear word. It does not listen to advice. And his emergence has made a lot of youths so rude. They go tell you say they don't get mind. Mind will make you go see person will reach your grandfather. Okay, you want to correct somebody of your grandfather's age. Let's admit it's your own grandfather. Is that it? Now, this is going into T-Bank.
Mr. Joshua, your microphone is no good, though. Where you buy it from? Falaba?
No. I buy them from the store.
It's no good, though. It's a bit crow.
But what of now?
Okay, it's better now.
Yeah. So, he said he went to the bank. Said they were deducting 2,000, 5,000. When I heard that amount, 2,000, 5,000. You see, all this, the mother must have made mistake in all these ATM, ATM stand. Because some of them, they can snap your card back and front. From there, they use it to buy something online. You cannot trace it. You can't trace it. Even if you go to the bank cannot help you to trace that. And video where they talk saying get hacker. You get hacker, now they go bank, they go complain, this can complain. Yeah? Any took poju, cho nine lander for trouble. You want to do activism, you enter blogger, you go put mouth where it no concern you. Instead of you to use allege, you go come on allege. And now you don't enter FCC custody. You can't expect us now to go do protest. I discourage anything protest. Everybody stay in your house. The EFCC said he has been charged for multiple.
Sorry, Mr. Joshua. Just a breaking news now. They talk say VDM say say EFCC the grill am as we talk.
Yes.
So they don't breaking news now as we talk now. They talk say EFCC they ask them for a source of income. The grill am on top of that one. Then also Messingo suits and others in the part of the reason we see they go carry out. Now we say those petition in the among the Messingo petition in the among them, according to the breaking news we see at the now here. So anyway, I just chip that one and say, things are unfolding and as it's unfold, I'll be bringing it to our notice here. So go ahead, sir. Mr. Joshua, go ahead. Okay, Mr. Joshua, don't go sleep. All right. Then we will move straight to. Okay, it's a preview. All right. Barrister Kenny, are you there, sir? Barrister Kenny.
Yes, I'm here, yes.
Okay, please, I don't know if you have one or two things to say before we move to Mr. Anthony. Please.
Yeah, I just, I don't know how far this is true, though. I saw something that said was a tweet. Again, it's breaking news from Barrister Deji, who's VDM's attorney. And what he said was he just came into the country and he went straight to the AFCC facility where VDM has been kept. And it was informed that there are no petitions against him. Or the EFCC has told they don't have any petitions against him. I don't know how far that is true, but I'm not sure if that is actually true. But that is what I read from, Barrister Deji can be
Mr. Joshua. Right, sir.
So Barrister Deji can be a bit of a drama queen anyway, so it's quite difficult to believe that statement. Again, he said that he's been to the FCC facility to follow up with his client, and it was told that they don't have any petitions available to show him why VDM was picked up. That's what he has said in a tweet, which I saw just now. I don't know how far true that is.
But that is strange. You remember that when they picked up VDM, he also tweeted. He said that the warrant of arrest. Now, when they said
exactly,
that he said cybercrime or something like that. How
exactly?
So how come he's not saying that?
Exactly. Like I said, Bryce said it can be a bit of a drama queen, and the reason for that is clear. It's only a year at the back, and that is actually showing. I think he needs to be a bit more responsible in stuff that he publishes out there. I was quite aghast and really surprised today of all days when it was having a go at Femi Falana, saying my mentor, our leader, hasn't said anything about VDM. How that is even relevant to what we're talking about here, I don't know. Even VDM will be the first one. If Falana has come out to say, oh, what's going on with VDM, will be the first one to say, I don't need your help, Falana, please, mind your business. And for Barrister Deji to be saying that today of all days, I don't quite understand that, but there you go. It's only 1 year at the bar after all, so, this is what they expected of baby lawyers as a way, but there you go. So, yeah. I mean, one thing is clear, though. I think he's going to spend a few more days there, and that 14-day extension, I think, is going to be. I talked about fishing expedition. Yesterday I was talking about fishing expedition where they pick you up like that, they seize your phone. Yeah. Even if they don't have, a lot of charges against you, they would need that extension to be, cycling through your phone and looking at, whatever they want to find. You get my point. So yeah, so that's interesting.
Well, you see, one thing I don't understand now is that who is misleading who now? Because what I'm seeing online here right now, I mean, from the right hand party of Deji, he's saying that Deji was there, and at the same time, Mr. Marvin Omorugbe, that they were there during the interrogation there. Right? So I don't know. And if he
was there today or when?
Yeah, today now. Today, sources claim that the interrogation began around 2 p.m. Say, according to the source, the question took place at the EFCC headquarters in Abuja, was conducted in the presence of his legal representatives, Deji Adeyanju and Marvin Omorugbe.
Yeah, so maybe the outcome of that is what they just reported this evening, saying that they've refused to acknowledge any form of petition against VDM. I wouldn't have imagined that they would pick up VDM with no complaints, with no petition, with no, I wouldn't have thought that anyway. I wouldn't have thought. But nevertheless, the facts are that they've sought an extension to keep him in custody for a 14-day period. And at the end of that, I'm sure that some charges would flow. How legitimate these charges would be remains to be seen.
Like what we said yesterday, guys, we're just trying to educate ourselves here. right? So, like what we said yesterday, also, and like what you said, there will be a kind of fishing of a thing, and now they're bringing in a source of income in now, right? Initially, cyber, what do you call it?
Stalking.
Cyber stalking. Now, they've chipped in his source of income now. So before you know it, they will also bring in his NGO matter inside the case again.
Exactly. And they'll be looking at the statement of that NGO and saying whether or not any funds were used for
personal something, yeah.
Exactly. And I told you something yesterday. I said the way things are done in Nigeria, it won't be that difficult for the authorities to pin something on you if they really wanted to, even where you had not intentionally broken the law, right? And again, ignorance is not an excuse. That's when Shawari was picked up a few months ago, the first excuse was, he got to a checkpoint, he refused to obey lawful orders. Right? When that didn't fly, then I came up with was insulting the IGP, cyber stalking, and what have you. And that was what it was, that was what it was eventually charged with. And on the basis of that, they took his passport away. And I said that again. I said that yesterday, that ultimately, I think that's probably what's going to happen to V. When they talk about this bail hearing, they're going to want to take his passport away. And then, that is what I suspect is going to happen, eventually. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll still keep tab on it anyway. All right. Thanks a lot, Barrister Ken. Okay, Mr. Joshua, it's like your microphone is not working well. Probably maybe you need to go and buy a very good mic. The one you're using from Alaba or from Ushudi.
If you send me money, I go buy now.
Wait, see this man.
As you don't know where I buy them from.
You want to make EFCC when they go carry me? I don't get money already. All right, Mr. Joshua, you talked before. If your mic is good, just finish your submission. Otherwise, if you do crow again, good. I beg.
Yes, but don't do okay like this now.
All right.
So, my major problem with him is mind the kind of issues you dabble into. There are some issues they bring to me as a bit of this kind. I would direct them. Can you hear me now? I would direct
wait. You don't use Bluetooth. I mean, you use headpiece with headphone or whatever.
Yes, it's earpiece. I prefer using earpiece. I don't want people to be hearing other people's voices.
The earpiece now for Temu now you buy it.
Okay, let me look.
I mean, don't use the earpiece. We don't enjoy the way you talk. I beg.
All right, so you hear me now, B?
I beg.
So, right, sir. I don't want to make neighbors hear voices and all that for bad.
Why? I said Temu, everybody loud. No, because you see, Mr. Joshua, the point is, we've got a lot of people, streaming from Nigeria, and data, can be so expensive there. So I wouldn't want us to waste their time. That's why, if the audio is not good, there's no point. You understand? Please go ahead, sir.
I get you. So he has been a distraction since. Like he started well. I was a fan of his. A particular time, but me, I'm a kind of person, I don't follow blindly. When he started going into people's private life, no, I don't do that. What I can't accept, I cannot allow somebody very close to me to do it to other people. I can't take it. So that was when I started watching him. And you see this same guy, D1 has been saying some kind of things. When I hear people talk about people, I try to do my own verification. And when I start to see some of all those things that D1 is saying, I see some to be true. But the problem he has, his major problem, are those his followers. And if you see them under this comment section, they will be insulting me. And I don't send them. But I go still talk on the way he be. Because none of them, they feed me. I know they feed you. You get me? We are all and to contribute. I've listened to so many people. I've learned a lot from what they are saying. A lot that I don't know of in terms of law. Like when Mazi was talking, I learned some things from him. You understand? When he was talking, it was an eye-opener. You get? I picked the one I picked from there, add on to my own. That is how it's supposed to be. But this set of people, they'll keep pushing this guy, hailing him. You see, people I don't go close to are people that has nothing to lose. Those are the most dangerous people. Let's ask ourselves a question. Now, when EFCC is asking, I thank God this Ken David now said they are asking him of his source of income. It is a good question. What do you do for a living? What have you achieved? You see, a lot of people that has built their company on their sweats. A lot of them took loan to build their business from scratch to the top. If BDM wants to talk about them, he will say heaven and earth to make sure that people, all those his gullible followers, they will go and start bashing the people, bashing the business. You want to crash down somebody's business that the person has built for over a decade. Because of simple mistake. Now take an issue of Nidu. What happened transpired between him and Nidu? He left Nidu, or because he wanted to get back at Nidu, he wanted to destroy somebody's business. Why? Because he has never in his life built anything with patience, tolerance, with heart attack in this hard time of this country. I have my own personal business that I run. I have people under me. Take, for instance, what I have been building since 2017. Somebody will not come because I made a mistake, will not come online and tell people not to patronize me. What I've been building for years. That's why you can come up and say things carelessly without reasoning. It is a very careless talk. And anybody that is supporting him to do that, you are evil. And you will reap it. You are evil. Sometimes your love you have for this guy has made you lose your sense of reasoning. A lot of people, that's why I wrote under the comment section, I'm not for VDM. I'm against him now until he becomes a better person. I'm totally against him. If I see him for a year, I go tell him, if it takes us for us to blow ourselves, if he moves to pass my own, he make it beat me. But I don't say I don't pass a point to him. You understand? You carry your mother to the bank to do what? Some people go collect loan. They go drop their BVN, drop their ATM. They go add their ATM card because the loan app will tell you, bind your card. Some, ignorantly, they will bind their card because they are desperate to get the money, which they know they will not pay back. Then when they press debit for your it has happened to me before. Unfair money. I go collect money. I don't even forget say I collect money.
Alright, so just press Joshua, can you round up, please?
So we'll keep arguing for unnecessary things. My own is EFCC to just keep him there. He should be there for like 6 months. Let this our youth make their brain correct first. Because they are my concern, no be VDM. And they tell you true, he should just relax. Because that place is a very good place. So now because I never go there. EFCC said you need babe. They go carry and give you, I swear to God. If you need babe for there, if you will need to do 2 son, 3 son, they will give you. So why you feel pay them? Go and ask, they go tell you.
You not go there before?
Well, my brother, let's leave that issue. I'm telling you what I know of.
So you're a customer, Abi?
No, be say I'm not into crime. I've never been convicted. But
as they tell us now.
See, they don't arrest me for people matter because I didn't carry people matter like this for head before.
Okay,
but now I don't stop.
Okay.
I don't stop. Because when I see and say the people will be say I want to take my neck for, they know what I had to draw my neck back. I get children to take care of. So VDM now, he don't get any children. He can do it, take it, maybe not be next Jesus Christ. He can do that as his own. You get me? EFCC now fine place. When I know they chat EFCC, all EFCC. Forget EFCC, no be police station. Police station na for where rats they stay. EFCC station, if you go there, go they see AC for all those rooms. Wait till say now the bed there inside there. Better place. It's chilling. They give us television.
Is it
if you come outside, man, answer.
But I know.
Go see and go fresh if you come outside.
Alright.
They shout station. Even Tinubu said they don't arrest Tinubu before. Abacha no arrest Tinubu.
Okay, Mr. Joshua, thanks a lot, sir. Let's
That's my take on it to not get any.
Alright, thank you, sir. Alright, well, let's go straight to Vice Anthony. Let's hear from Vice Anthony his own submission on this matter. I'm sure He's a blunt person. Is going to come up now. But Anthony, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Me that I'm even waiting. Maybe tomorrow they will say it's a prank. So that's what I'm waiting for. So
that's another thing.
Maybe they're pranking us. So I don't know what is going on.
I hope remember that Anthony Plankman coming again.
I'm just since Friday. I'm just try to gather some information and see what is going on, because remember when his first issue happened, since after 4 days, the man now came out and he says it's a prank. Maybe this time is a prank with EFCC, and he wants to know how gullible we are in Nigeria, how we react to issues. You understand what I mean? So
yeah,
this is the issue. There's no full information on this matter yet. What led to his arrest, we don't know. EFCC haven't even give their own statement yet. And if you see the EFCC spokesperson, he denied all the information that's been circulating on the social media, saying that they're not ready to release any statement. And when the time comes, they will charge him to court and they will list these charges to him. So for me, a lot of people have been overreacting. We live in a country that have a law, they have a supreme law. They have a supreme law. And if we believe that you're right, you should dance to the tune, 100%. You're nobody above the law in any country. So if VDN did something, which is the right of the EFCC to pick them up, if they fall into their own, then they can pick them up and arraign him to court. So he has his own lawyer. His lawyer will defend him at the court of law. But all this media trial, we need to stop in our own country. If we really want the country to move forward, we have to be very careful the way we react to some information in the country. The same way where we are saying that the law does not work, the law does not work. But when the law enforcement try to enforce their own law, because of the love that we have for an individual, we all come out and start crying and say, no, they cannot arrest. I was even on one social media. I'm like, you know, I don't even want to get involved in this. I was on one social media platform. Somebody said, if they want to arrest somebody like VDN, they should have find a way to arrest him or anything. No. To be honest, if you commit any crime, or you're a suspect of something, you understand what I mean? I don't think these people even know. Nigerian police are nice, though. Sometimes, come and see how FBI go even bundle you. The way they will bundle you, you never even experienced it before, to be honest. But the issue is, we just continue to come online, people that have no information, people that have no knowledge of what is going on. We base our thinking on what the media house is selling you. You will just come online, start continue to rant and rant and rant. If they ask majority of you, what happened? What is the issue? The next thing you will say, hey, then pick him, they put clothes on his head. It's a violation of human rights, blah, 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 and blue, blue, blue. No, wait. Before you start your media trial, wait. Understand the situation. Understand what led to his arrest. Before you can come on social media and telling people that, the EFCC does not have the right to arrest him. Did they even tell you his charges here for you to know whether EFCC can arrest him or they cannot arrest him? You don't have any information. You're just coming on social media because of the love that you have for that person. So if they tell you that this man find person tomorrow now, the same thing, you guys will come out and say, no, they're supposed to come to his house and say, God, take tea, take bread, take minerals. Let's go to the police station so that we can charge you and arrange you to court. Things doesn't work like that. Things doesn't work like that, but majority of you just believe that the country can just do anything can happen. The law enforcement have no right to carry out their own duty. If you do anyhow, then will carry you anyhow. This is what I'm telling you. They need to start testing the law in that country. They need to start enforcing the law in that country because majority of you, because the law enforcement refuse to do their job in that country for Nigeria. That's why a majority of you, some of you will come on social media, say some stuff that you're not supposed to say. And when they carry you, people will be crying up and down, saying that, oh no, they just violated fundamental human rights, blah, 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 blue, 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 blue. No. They need to enforce them regardless of anyone, even if it's the president's son, commit any crime, is a suspect of anything, they have the right to pick him up and arrange him to court. We're not in a banana island. We have a supreme law in that country, and it has to be respected. But majority of you don't want to respect any law. You just want everything. You're saying that your own politicians are doing something wrong, and the same thing, you guys are doing the same thing as well. You're protesting that they should release him. Do you even know his crime? The same person, sir, I don't know. You are obtaining people information without their own consent. You bringing it on social media, telling people that, oh, I have this thing. You think I have my own actor. I have this thing. Try it in the Western world, whether you will not find yourself behind the bar. You see, it's called, like we're telling, it doesn't mean that maybe you're helping people, but at the same time, because you have the people behind you and you think that, oh, you can do anything that you want, you're untouchable. The law, you're not bigger than the law. Nobody's bigger than the law. If you do the wrong thing, they should carry you, put you. The only thing I will not subscribe to be honest, is to torture people or to beat somebody. When you arrest somebody, arrange them to court. Let them go fight their case in the court. The police are not the lordship. The police are not. Let both parties argue their case in the court of law. But saying that they cannot arrest somebody. If they arrest somebody in Nigeria, everybody will start crying. Hey, baby, arrest does not mean that they're throwing you in prison. Arrest, they just arrest you and they will process you to court. That's how it works. And police can hold you. They will go to a court and get an extension and they hold you. They can hold you for 14 days. And even that 14 days, except if they still if there's still investigation going on, they can return to the court again and get another extension and still hold you. As long as the court is granting them that extension, that's it. So, but all of you, the only thing you know how to do, you call yourself Ragged or Ragba or Ragigigi or whatever you call yourself. The only thing you know how to do is to come online and start abusing people, insulting people, and things like that. No, that does not mean that your principal, whatever you call it, your lordship, your messiah, is going to leave that EFCC detention. I like EFCC because there'll be no nonsense person. If you like, jump from 36th floor down. Nobody say they no go release your person. They no go release them. So, Very Dark Man was arrested on Friday. What led to his arrest, we don't know. But should I come on social media and start a media trial? It's impossible. I don't know that. I don't have any information. I will wait for the EFCC to release their own press statement and release these charges. Let's know exactly what this man did. But to be honest, they should have arrested this guy a long time ago because of some things that he has been doing on social media. You cannot, it's impossible. You cannot be obtaining people information, people bank statement, people things, and you say you have hackers. And you're so bold to even come on social media and be saying it and giving us an evidence that this is how I'm getting. Guys, like, what is going on? What's wrong with Nigerians? What is wrong with Nigerians? Is this the kind of person that we want? That can take your own information without even your consent? That have a link? Maybe it's buying it from the dark web. We don't even know or what is going on. Somebody is committing a crime, but you guys are not seeing the crime. Because because he's releasing people from police station. He go to the extent to even obtain some information just to use against his own opponent. That's what he does. And you guys think that's bully, number one. Bully, that's fraud. That they will call that identity theft in any country. If I don't give you the permission, I don't even know who is even giving these guys information, because they need to investigate all these things. If information is coming from a bank that's supposed to protect your own data, and somebody can just obtain that information easy and come on social media and just put it there, and it's cry baby choo, they will come on social media and start crying. And you want Nigeria to be good. I keep telling you, we continue to build a strong man in this society for Nigeria. Instead of us protesting to build an institution, strong institution, but we continue to build a strong man. And this thing will backfire on us one day in a country called Nigeria. What about all these things that this man has been doing to other people? If he did it to one of your family, how would you feel? If you wake up tomorrow now and this man has your own bank statement, have your own information, putting it on social media and doing all those things, how would you feel? I'm not saying it shouldn't help people. It can help people, but it's actually crossing the line. So I hope EFCC bring these charges by tomorrow. EFCC should give their own statement. They should arraign him to court, let him go face his charges in the court of law, so that all these cry baby, they will keep quiet, because I know Very Dark Man is the problem in Nigeria right now. Even the president is even happy that they already distract them with something right now. So make I rest more. So me now they face EFCC and Very Dark Man, and look at what they're doing to GBT. Look at what circulates around Nigeria. Across Nigeria, you want GBT to close down. Do you know that if that bank closed down, it will affect the economy of the country, and as well the people that's working in GTB as well, they will lose their own job. For what is GBT crime? What is their crime? They did not commit any crime. Any law enforcement can arrest you anywhere. They can arrest you anywhere. What about if you arrest airport? Now good not to say the first.
That call have been Rose, what did happen?
No, from my side though.
No, now somebody
like some people they operate in that system. It's not the best.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead.
So, Mr. Najaka, I just thought I can't greet you, because I don't laugh since Friday, because I did wait for prank, because the young men told us that we're stupid, we're idiots, the way we react to issues. You understand what I mean? And I'm waiting Monday, I know you're prank. Tuesday, I know tomorrow now, maybe we go, I'm just pranking you guys. I plan with EFCC. He's capable of doing that kind of thing. Anyways, I will not be surprised. So let's continue and see how it goes. If EFCC arrest him for real, make them take him to court. Let's know his charges. And if they want to sentence him to Enwegbere, it's even disturbing the society, to be honest. Thank you, sir.
I beg clap for her. I beg clap for her. Wait for Nigeria 2027.
You see, Mr. before you enter matter today, you get one guy when he enter matter, I don't even know his name again, when he carry fist and he put up for Nigerian flag. The same thing when you talk, now the guy talk, say, we they say, what's happen now, only him, say it really disturb the society, say, a few months ago we talk about that, this we talk about, say make he even go there, make they there for 6 months. All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Okay, if I'm right, I think it should be Mr. Jaraku now. right?
You are very right, because I'm monitoring the steps. I mean, well. Nigerian crime has been a while, right? I traveled, I just came back. Honestly, what I've been doing since was to started reading the comments that are coming in. And when I saw those, when I'm seeing these comments, I really felt bad about what is really happening in my country. To be honest with you, the present president we have today, remember when he was young, he was also fighting for democracy, fighting as human rights activist. The same thing goes before him, and it continued with that generation. But the set of generation we have now, honestly speaking, it's as if they don't even want to understand what is history. It's as if they don't even want to understand. They don't want to think. They always want to trend. And I believe that probably this social media is even causing another problem, because everybody will just want to see what they like, so that when they say something negative about government or say something about negative about somebody you don't like, it becomes a trend in the whole social media. Now let's come back to Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man, initially when I was watching, I was so happy that this is an activist who's ready to fight for the masses. But it got to a point, I realized that this man does not have a focus. Are you dealing with the government? Are you dealing with the oppressors? But when I realized that you started going after individuals. So what it means is that, just like what Anthony said, Barrister, if I have a morning and I approach VDM today that I have an issue, it's going all way out to make sure that I give me that support. The fact still remains, is it the kind of society you want to build? And it got to a point I was wondering, because when you look at the way people are passing comments here, go and check them. These are the people of 90s who doesn't know anything about 70s, 80s. Because when they know, they will know that what VDM is doing now, it's not even doing it in the right way. There's a place I read a comment that VDM was not a career lawyer. You know, mentioning those people were activists, those people were career-oriented people. But VDM is an opportunist. I'm sorry to use that word. He cut into the situation of the country, and he used that one to say, okay, I want to cash out from here. He was cashing out from it. But what baffled me was that he was not doing it in a smart way. You were saying it boldly outside. You even went ahead to go to China, fighting for a Chinese man they defrauded. Are we talking about Nigeria government? How we're going to be okay?
I beg, one question, I beg. Can you substantiate one way that VDM had cash out from this thing? Just substantiate that statement, please.
All right. Thank you very much. That is my own opinion. I have the right to my own opinion when I'm talking. So in my own opinion, I see VDM as somebody who is using the present situation in Nigeria as an opportunist. Now the issue of bank of GTB or no GTB, if anybody commit crime, they pick him, go there and face the law. If you are vindicated, you'll be back to the street. And it is then we cannot start shouting that, oh, the government have done something right, or something wrong. EFCC has done something wrong. And today I am still saying this. Where I got disappointed about the VDM was when he was shouting that they stole his money, he doesn't know how, and after a few months, a few days, he came out to say prank. Somebody of his magnitude cannot go with that kind of prank. That prank was too expensive for him. Since that day, I lost out about him totally. And to be honest with you, like what Mr. Olawilo, I don't know, maybe Mr. Olawilo was trying to accuse me now, that I should bring a point. I'm not VDN that will go and start digging into information. But what I know is that...
I did not accuse you. I said substantiate. Substantiate is not an accusation of that.
Nigerian crime.
Not substantiate, as I said. Substantiate. Not the accusation.
It's okay, sir.
I'm not a journalist to investigate. I am not a lawyer to investigate. I am not a crime investigator. What I know is that people are talking about VDM, both good and bad. And it is on this social media we are all hearing about this. But the point still remains that this guy should face the music if he commit any crime. And after the investigation, if he's free, then we welcome him back to the society. But he should go and learn his lesson. Not everything shouting, and causing havoc in Nigeria. If you want to face government, let us know you are facing the government. Today you face individual, you ruin the life of the individual, you face another person. That's not the way to do things, brother. So that's my own submission. So, Mr. Alawolo, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to substantiate. All I have to say, what I've said. This is my own viewpoint. Thank you very much.
Making statement you cannot substantiate. Statement you cannot support. Don't make it. That's a big language. Cash out.
All right.
Say somebody cash out is a big statement. When you cannot substantiate it, don't say it.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, then. Thank you. To me, I think it's man, you guys need to help me out here. I think it's Mimi or Solawilo. I don't know.
No, Mimi. Mimi has been here for long.
Okay, Mimi. Mimi, please.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, Mimi. Thanks for coming by yesterday. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, and thanks for having me again.
You're welcome.
First of all, I will start off talking about Nigeria. That Nigeria is working or Nigeria is not working. I would say Nigeria is working 100% for whoever it wants to work for. Depends on who you are. Because the way I'm treated today in Nigeria is different from the way the other person is treated. It all depends on your pockets and the connections you have, the people you know, and your status in the country. That's my own belief. And then talking about the laws, you should face the law and that and this and that. The laws is being made. The first question we should ask, the politicians, are they facing that same law? Because the law is supposed to be for everybody, but in Nigeria, it seems that every individual has their own law that governs them. Not one law follow the governor, not one law follow the president, not one law follow the individuals. So which law are we talking about? VDM, if he has committed a crime, yes, he is supposed to be arrested. Nobody is disputing the fact that he should not be arrested. But the manner at which he was arrested, that's wrong. That's not even arresting someone, that's adopting someone. Because if wherever, maybe you're in your place of work, or maybe you're with your family, because obviously he was with his mom and his sister, that's family. You take yourself in that position, you're with your family, and all of a sudden, men in black, no uniform, no nothing, with guns just arrive and arrest you. Just like that, in the presence of your family. How do you think they're going to take it? They didn't give you any information where they're taking you to. They didn't give them any information where they're taking you to. That's wrong. Nobody is disputing the fact that, okay, EDM is bigger than being arrested. Sure, nobody is bigger than being arrested. He can be arrested. The governors that were allegedly supposed to be arrested for the millions and billions and trillions that they stole, how many months did it take them to arrest them? And they were in the same country with them. That's completely wrong. Because now in Nigeria, everybody have their own law. For instance, now you going to the school, to the university to study. Your lecturer will tell you, if you don't sort me, you won't pass my course. And what is going to be done about that? Everybody use their office in the way they want to use it. And that's wrong. If we want to talk about law, everybody should follow the same law. People keep talking about in the West. We are all in the West. And the law follows everybody, being from the prime minister to the least person in the country. The same law goes for everybody. So if they want to talk about law in Nigeria, the law should start from the very first person, which is the president, to the least person in the country. Not everybody has their own law, which is really, really wrong. So then talking about VDM is being this. Individually, the way it's going about the case, what have you or any of these individuals that are saying what is doing is wrong, what have they done for the country? How have they helped the country? How have they helped individuals? The man is trying in his own capacity. He's just 31 years of age. He doesn't have the wisdom of a 60-year-old man. So if you think he's going about it wrongly, have you given him your own advice and he refused it? Have you called him, young man, I see what you're doing is good, but the way you're going about it is wrong. And you can do it this way or you can do it that way. And he said, oh, the advice you give to me is wrong. Has he done that? And when he comes out to accuse people about this is what you did and this is what you did, he always says, if I'm lying, come out and say I'm lying. But nobody ever comes out to say he's lying. I'm talking about getting someone's account. First of all, that man that came to, that he brought out his account and was saying about 100 million. First of all, it was the man that approached him firstly. But when he go through the case, he saw the man was at fault. Then he has to say it. You are at fault. I can't be with you. So I don't see what's wrong with that. Then talking about his mom's loan, the NIN. How can GT Bank say someone used the mom's NIN to collect loan and you can't even trace the person? Instead, you are debiting the mom's account. I saw the pictures of the mom account, how much they are debiting. Sometimes 8,000, sometimes 30,000. It's not even a huge money, but why will you debit it without you confirming? Meaning each and everybody that has an account in GT, it's not safe. So you're telling me I can just have your NIN and then I use it to borrow money? Because if it hasn't happened to you, you won't see it as something that's wrong. Because yes, I just have your NIN and then I use it in taking loan with your name and then you have no idea about it. Are you going to pay for it? Then talking about FBI, someone said about FBI. FBI doesn't just bash to you and arrest you. They have to investigate you for months. Because we should talk about it. We are all in the West. It's not as if they just jump into your apartment and pick you up without any motive or without any invitation. If they wanted to arrest BDM, fine, yeah. Send him an invitation. Did he deny or did he not come for any invitation you gave to him? So all of those are wrong. So whatever is what's doing should be done right, not just saying because the way the young man goes about his thing, his activist and all of that is wrong. So therefore they should arrest him and keep him for there in 6 months. If you're scared of the young man, then it means you have something to hide. Because if you clean and you plain, I don't see why you should be scared about a young man, just one man coming out to speak. Because I think he has been a pain to this government and they are finding a way to get rid of him. Because he has been the only one who has been able to speak out boldly about them and they can't even do nothing. Because why will you arrest someone and it's after you finish arresting someone, you want to start looking for something to pin on him? You should have looked for something to pin on him before you arrest him. Meaning everybody walking in the street of Nigeria are not safe. I can see you, then I arrest you. Then after I finish arresting you, that's when I'm going to take your phone and tell you that, oh yes, I want to use your phone to investigate the crime you've done. How is that possible? EFCC will know if they arrest someone, the first thing they do, they always bring a statement. He has been with them for 4 days now, and still we don't have any concrete reason why it's been arrested. At this time of the day, we are not supposed to be even thinking about all reasoning. Why is he arrested? We should have known the reason why he was arrested. We are just guessing. Is it for a different petition, or is it for this, or is it for that? No, we should be sincere, like, okay, this is the main reason why he was arrested. They should have told us, but they don't have any reason. You say they should keep him for 14 days till the investigation is over. What investigation? What investigation is all this drama of kidnapping him and beating him? Was it necessary? And even him going to the bank with the mother, with the friend as well. What did the friend do that you guys also have to pick the friend along with him and beat him as well? And someone was saying the mother is also supposed to be arrested. For what reason? The other man was saying if you have an issue with your account, you should go to the court to place an order for your accounts to be rectified. Where is that done? If you have an issue with your bank, you first of all go to the bank and lay complaints with the bank. And if the bank is not able to rectify it, that's when you move ahead with going to the higher authorities. Going to the higher authorities. Abroad here, there is no way you have an issue with your bank and the first thing you go to is the police. Are you talking to stupid people? We're all civilized. Because people keep saying abroad in the Western world as if they are the only ones in the Western world. That's all wrong. If you have an issue with the bank, first thing you have to do, you go to your bank and lay complaint. Why am I having this issue? What is wrong with this? What's happening with my account? I want to have an idea. You told me someone used my hand to take a loan. Who was the someone? Have you traced it? Because before you telling me someone used my hand, definitely you have you've gotten a reason for you to tell me that you found the person that used my hand. You just can't tell me that because all these are bullshit and rubbish. So for me, I don't really see what the young man did that was wrong. Definitely, one man's meat is another man's poison. You can never satisfy everybody. Everybody have their own opinion. You want him to stay there for 6 months. Even if he stayed there for 12 years and he comes out, is the country going to be changed? Are we going to be living a better life in the country? The upper people, the governors and the presidents and the lawmakers that put the law, will they abide to that same law? Or the laws is just for some certain people in the country? We should know that. So if they want to talk about law, like I said, the law should go from the very first person to the last person in the country. Then everybody will be safe. Everybody running abroad here, we want to go to the Western world. It's because of the security and the way they go about their normal daily activities, the economy. Someone mentioned Dubai. What was it? I could remember in the year 2015 or so, one of the leaders of Dubai, what did they say? They said the difference between Nigeria and Dubai is just that Dubai has good leaders and Nigeria does not. Because if Nigeria managed to have just one good leader, definitely Nigeria will be the talk of the world. Everybody will want to live in Nigeria because Nigeria has the money, they have the oil, they have everything it is. Everything it is to take. So I really don't understand. And this is just my little input for now. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mimi. I appreciate you. Thank you. There. Cheers. All right, then let's go to Mr. Lawulu. Mr. Lawulu, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Good day, sir.
First of all, let me start from those talking about FBI bashing you in the US. Under normal circumstances, all financial crimes belongs to the FBI in the US. If a penny is missing from your account, you don't need to even go to the bank. You call them. They refund your fund inside the investigation. And before FBI come to your house to arrest you with all those full year, before they can give them warrant of arrest, they have to prove to the judge the evidence. They don't just give them warrant of arrest like that because they know the cost. Before FBI is giving warrant of arrest to go and grab somebody, they must provide evidence enough to prosecute this person. Because they know that if you arrest somebody wrongly, the person will go to court and that will cost millions of dollars. Unlike our country, Nigeria, whereby EFCC has become a tool of intimidation. This is not about BDM. You see, it's not about supporting BDM or anything. It's about on the side of the truth. Nigeria is a country that if your money is missing, you call them, they will tell you go and find money by yourself. That is why up to today, I don't have a single bank account in Nigeria. I intentionally did not open one. A friend of mine begged me when they were asking to go and build quota for foreign this thing. I said it's not about you. I said the banking sector, I don't trust them. I said I have a lot of money to put there. Money I don't use. I said, but that banking sector, that GTB is a rogue. I have money I sent to somebody last year. He never entered the person account to commit the money. Now, it's just, that country is like a theater art, like a comedy. I will tell you why. CBS, or what did they call them? They stole 1.3 trillion. And what that means is that that money was taken out of Nigeria economy. Because once they take that money, it's no longer available for the people to use. These same CBS came back. Asking people to do so. EFCC cannot go after those people. It's VDM. Now VDM, the Boko Haram. Once they catch VDM now, all problem don't stop. We have ministers that stole billions working freely. Working freely. They are not chasing them. Just because somebody come to report at the bank. The question is, has the plan given an explanation about the account? Have they explained to them? Because if I walk into the bank, I need an explanation, which must be given. Because people complaining, LBIO, let us do that comparison from your perspective. If you walk into the bank into the US, if need be, the manager will come and sit down beside you. Because when people say they jump from Nigeria, they jump to US and make comparison. Let us make that comparison. Last year, my bank card was blocked twice. I didn't even know. Bank America block it, cancel it. They call me, I said, authorize it. They issue a new card. That's what the bank should be, proactive. You protect your customers. You don't let illegal transaction passes through and leave your customer and somebody is talking. If FBI bank it to you, FBI what? FBI doesn't operate like that. Before if you see FBI with their full G at your door, know that there's a big problem. They have evidence. They don't just walk out like that. They don't walk out like that. They have their evidence ready. Because before any judge can give FBI warrant of arrest, they must provide evidence to the judge. This is what we have before they issue that warrant of arrest. Go and check it out. It's not in Nigeria that you arrest somebody before you now issue that arrest. You now hold somebody for 5 days still looking for what to hold him down for. I used to say it before, and I will repeat it. We are under bondage in Nigeria. Political bondage. We are under serious political bondage. And those that are condemning with VDM, what have they done in helping people? How many of them have done anything near what VDM is doing? It's not about VDM, it's about what he's doing. This guy, what he's doing, I cannot do it. I was in UI, Aduta. One, be that you are buying. They're not bomb me rich. That time, we have done everything. They're not bomb me rich that time. I do you, I'll be Aduta for you, I'm busy kite. One, be me that. You see what they do, I know if you do. That is why I appreciate that guy. He may not be perfect, but how many people live? How many people has died from VDM action? How many people have died from his action? All those governors where they chop money where they're supposed to build road, people die from accidents, hospital, or really kill people die every day. Make that comparison. Let us be. VDM, he may not be perfect. He's doing a good job. Nobody is perfect. He's doing a fantastic job. It's not about being his fan, but I like fan. I'm a Yoruba man. People know me. It's not about tribe. I say factual it is. Cyber stole 1.3 trillion. Came back again. What is the FCC doing? They cannot find cyber operator, but they can trace Nnamdi Kanu DSS. They can trace Kanu to Kenya. How will they get Kanu? But they cannot buy CBS. So the question is, look, it's likely you have people in Nigeria, cyber are Nigerians in authority and power. Because if DSS can chase Kanu up to Kenya, kidnap and bring it back, and they cannot find cyber operator, and this cyber operator have the audacity to come back again. And nobody is doing anything about them.
Olawilo, sorry to interject you. The kidnappers are collecting ransom in their accounts in the bushes. Are they traced any of them?
Okay, and now they talk now. So when they now say people are not talking about it, I said Nigeria na comedy, I swear. That country na comedy. Na comedy. Because when you look at somebody, okay, VDM, I want everyone they talk, say VDM overdo. I go ask them, waiting overdo, they don't fit talk. This man talk, he say he cash out. Show me proof he cash out. He no get proof. When you say somebody show me proof now, it is not the big grammar now. I say substantiate, give me evidence, give me proof. That's what I mean. He said they accuse him. This is somebody, what is doing, the service is doing free of charge. Somebody else is collecting money for the service of VDM. What VDM is doing free of charge. It's enough to appreciate him. It's just that Nigeria is an abnormal country. Abnormal society. That is what Nigeria is. Abnormal country. Abnormal country. Look at this year, yes, chairman. $something billion. He there for jail, so. He there for jail, so. Na VDM be die dick. I want shiri olushi, olori buruku. I'm a power down in it. Father, they mess me up. I mean, because they just believe they can do that country whatever they like. They can do, and that is what EFCC is, just a tool of intimidation. That is what EFCC is for. If EFCC is really working, cyber operators should be in jail by now. And I don't believe cyber operators are foreigners. So I think they are Nigerians. Top placed, highly placed people operating that thing. Because if DSS can trace Kanu to Kenya, they can trace cyber if they want to. As this man just saying, a kidnapper, they use, they collect money for Bush. I saw one video somebody showed me today. I nearly cried. These people were dancing with people's hand that they caught and leg. They were dancing in the video with it. These terrorists. And people are talking about VDM should be the least of the worry of EFCC. VDM is the least of, it's like one of the people, one of these commenters in the US now, make a guy say because they talk about Trump, it means say they want to chase him. That's how it is. Because somebody talk about government, so now they want chase, so the economy way bad, they no go chase them, kidnappers, power supply, bad road, not be problem. Governors that stole billions, they left them walking around. If they really had a case against VDM, they should have gone to court, but they are still looking for Trump up charges. Trump up charges, that's what they're looking for. They have nothing against him. Trump up charges. Do you know how many people insult Trump every day in this country? People, a judge insulted, he called him a dumb a 4D yesterday. Dumb D, 4D word. Nothing happened. Even a year ago, say make everything go carry him. Freedom of speech. If I insult, if you no switch, you go court. Nobody say go carry the person. On top of it, if money is missing in somebody's account, the first place you go is your bank. It's because that our banking system has a terrible customer services. That is why they have to go there physically. They have a terrible, because if the customer service is working effectively, this should have been resolved over the phone without VDM and his mom going to that bank. It should have been resolved over the phone without going to the bank. But because the GTP staff are corporate, only most of them are thieves.
Going somewhere to my God.
Most of them are thieves.
Already stopped.
In a normal society.
Already stopped.
In a normal society, such issues have been resolved over the phone without VDM and mom go to the bank. But because Nigeria is an abnormal country, it's an abnormal country where anything can happen. That is why you have to go to that place. If I call my bank and I say this transaction is not mine, they will refund the money and do their investigation. I don't have to go there. How much more? My Bank of America bank card was closed 3 times last year. They changed it for me without me knowing. Somebody was trying to hack into my account. They called me. That is what our bank is supposed to be doing. Proactive. They will let transaction go to. Now they go do you now go there. There was a man complaint of 500 million naira sometimes ago in one of the banks. Most of our banks are being operated by rogues. And the contact say, that young chairman, even that chairman, your pastor, that person are ordinary title, all of them are rogue, are thieves. Shebi thought say if you no go jail, you go retire. Why? What is he do there? Shebi say if you have no, if I no retire. I want pastor only. It's just unfortunate that we leave the most important thing and focus on trivial things. They say she used to move around somebody, allegedly, not president, nobody's talking about that one, no. And I just will never invite Tinubu. But because they are looking for a way to jail an innocent man, because he talk. What are now somebody say VDM is cashing out. And I say, substantiate it now. Every service VDM is doing is free. I mean, I'm not part of the body, but I watch his video because I like something positive. His service is free. He could have paid millions for what he's doing. What he's doing free of charge, somebody is doing it on this app collecting money. And somebody has to mark to say he's cashing out. Substantiate now. It takes a big grammar. You know if you give me evidence. I beg, make I give somebody talk. But that country, man, we under serious political bondage. Look at the people where they get parties now. Make I just digress. Give me time. All the way they go from PDP to APC. Not be say they know say Tinubu they do work. But they know, say, if you want to be selected, go to APC. That is that slogan. If you want to be selected, go to APC. That's why they are crossing party. We have Cybex 1.3. That 1.3 in a government that is taking right. That 1.3 trillion is money out of their economy, our economy. That is the meaning. It's an economy that is struggling. That be managed by thieves. Let us give somebody a stop, Daddy. I'm gonna do water. All right. All right, thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. All right, then let's go straight to, I think, we should go to Mr. Godspower. Mr. Godspower, please.
Yeah, I greet the house. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. Great to you.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. I don't wait tired.
No verse,
the hosts are the first for you now. Why are the first for you? You say, you don't believe me early. All this coconut head, the way talk here, this guy where they called Joshua be waiting. Sorry to say that. He's a very stupid guy. Let me just release that word like that. Very stupid. No, because he said, may brother make you go lavish for 6 months for prison for crime where you no commit. You see, anybody that is against VDM in Nigeria, he has a cockroach in his or her cupboard. That is what I said. And if you look into it, you know that is truth. These 3 people we talk last year now, after Joshua and Kodiwa already on my top, where we are, so to say, I don't know whether I quote him, we have been so to him, and the other one will come out, you know. See, let me tell you people, they live, Nigerians, all those people, they live the way we supposed to go, they go another way. Waiting the crime of VDM. I hear someone they complain, say Dubai, no, say I'm in Dubai. And we know Dubai is where the laws work. You know, Dubai, nobody knows Dubai. Maybe 20 years ago. During even the time of Obasanjo was ruling, Dubai was nobody. But to come to Dubai today, Dubai is the finest place in the whole world. And their laws are working very, very fine. He must obey to their laws. If he cannot obey to their laws, he have to leave their country. They made it very well for you to come and feel free. Nigerian government, are they not seeing how the laws work? Nigerian police, are they not seeing how the police works? They are trying to copy other people, but they are copying other people in one way, but they are not copying it to the end. Waiting be the crime of VDM. They said mischief. Mischief of what? Let me tell you, mischief breach the contract. Here in UAE, if you're an employee, let me say I have a company here. I employ mischief to work for me. If you didn't work according to the contract, according to the UAE law, you breach the contract. You have fine to pay. So all these things they are saying, Nigeria, they know what to do. EFCC, what are they doing? Where is Yaya Bello? Yaya Bello is out there walking freely. Nobody is talking to him. Nobody is catching Yaya Bello to put him in prison. Let them tell me what VDM does. The young guy is fighting for the poor masses. These two people that are talking at last, if I may say, I check their profile. I think they are not in Nigeria. Maybe they are part of the bad government in Nigeria, but they are outside. Maybe their uncle, their brother, or their father are in that government. That is why they are talking trash. You know, they are outside enjoying. Nigeria, is it good they are outside? Let them come back and face the judgment in Nigeria. I don't understand. The young guy is doing things normally, how you're supposed to be. Forget about all these things. People are coming here saying trash online. You do that, you do this. EFCC, last time, I think that was last week, they kidnapped people. Fulani Hesmen or Boko Haram, whatever. They kidnap people. They ask for ransom. They bring money, bring food, bring water. They post it online. EFCC, they didn't see it. They didn't track it. They don't have their computer is not working again to track those people. If they kidnap people, they will post it online and show everything online, but they will not go after them. Only the poor masses is VDM, because of the someone that is talking for masses, somebody that is attacking them. That's why they are trying to bring him down. It's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. GTB Bank, what are they doing? They hold him in their custody. They have the opportunity to call EFCC to come and take him along. Nigeria government, things are not working in Nigeria at all. Things are not working any longer. Okay, last time, I think that was last week or thereabout. Sheyi Tinubu, someone accused him. Someone accused Sheyi Tinubu. Now they don't carry VDM matter to cover it up so that nobody will talk about it. So that all Nigerians, they will first focus about VDM. That's what they are doing. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Nigerian system is not working anymore. It's not working anymore. The only thing we have to do in this country is divide. That's all. I beg. I was thinking that these three people will be here. Let me give them back to back now. That's the reason why I came up here. Seriously, these three men are here. I was thinking that they will be here. Let me give them back to back. God, they don't work out now. They don't tear race. They don't tear race. No. They don't tear race.
No. Can somebody hear me? The last speaker now, if I may ask you a question, and be polite to respond to that question. Because some people, we start saying EFCC cannot arrest anybody in any manner. If you are more intelligent in the cyber security system, you know that if they track your system and they need more information, they can take you anytime, anything. You get access to your laptop or your phone. You know about that? Okay.
The cocoa of the matter is VDM a priority now in Nigeria. Is VDM a priority now? Cybers is here, they don't go about Cybers. NFPC manager, $3 billion, what did you do?
Oh, God, please.
All right. Let's attack for now.
Let's give others.
I'm you shall allow me to finish my
please, it's okay, guys.
See, DJM is not anything for Nigeria. DJM is the least of our worry.
No mind.
It's the least of our problem in Nigeria.
I want to ask a question. This man is asking a question. Yes, sorry. Let me finish. Yes.
No, please, don't let us ask questions. It's going to turn to Glasgow's.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm still talking before they interrupt me.
Okay, please, just round up.
Okay. See, what I'm trying to say, was it not last week when Rufai went to Abia State interview Governor of Abia State, Alex Oti? EFCC had their ear blocked. They didn't hear about what Alex Oti said about the past governor, OKC Bazu. He collected 10 billion, if not more than that, to build airport. They never hear him. Why they no go after OKC Bazu? Is he not a woman being? VDM, is he a politician? Huh? Why don't EFCC go after OKC Bazu to retrieve that money back since he didn't build airport? Where is Yaya Bello? That is what I'm saying. VDM is Yaya Bello.
Cyber matter they there. They don't do anything. Crazy.
All those things, the areas where they're supposed to
crazy people.
The areas they suppose they took it, their mat, they work out and then they no go feed to them. No only VTM on e-money. If not be VTM today, it go be e-money. If not be e-money, it go be Kubana chief priest. All those people where they go after them, waiting they do.
What a crazy.
Now waiting me at the ass.
See,
all right, thanks a lot, Mr. Gospel. Okay, now let's give. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Mr. Ibrahim, right? Mr. Ibrahim, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Nigeria. Yeah. First of all, let me thank you for your understanding and ability to be patient for everybody to open their opinion. Because at the end of the day, and I don't dare some life like this. When somebody did against the opposite, they would throw them off. But in your case, not be like that. Give everybody opportunity, to speak their mind. Thank you so much for your moderate. That's amazing. Yeah. And let me just pick up 1 or 2 cents because there's too many people. Because we'll be there up to 500 here, and too many people they come out because we they hold up the mic too much. So make a cut and brief. Me personally, I'm not a fan of VDM, and I'm not a fan of Rate. But at the end of the day, that one not will stop me to tell the truth when the truth is due, and that one not will stop me to give flower to those when the flower is due to. No, to be honest with you, everybody were there against VDM here. When I know they hear their voice, nobody they say this is what VDM. They only talk about VDM's behavior, not what VDM has done bad. So those are the things we need to differentiate. Me personally, I don't like VDM's behavior, but that does not mean that I not appreciate the good things he has been doing for Nigeria and the masses. Because I see him, not to say I did there, but I see him for social media. Boy who renovated school, at least recovered money from those that cannot speak for themselves, and using his platform to help others. But those people, we just forgot about all those ones. Just because it come with attitude, we are against the attitude it come with. But we forget that Nigeria, if you don't have an attitude, nobody will listen to you. Those are the things. It's not even only Nigeria. An African, if you don't have an attitude, nobody will listen to you. But at this junction, I think it's better forget about what beef you have with VDM. Let's put hands together to tell our corrupt politician, enough is enough. At least we need to do that. Please. Too many people are listening. If they are listening to you ranting about VDM behavior, they forgot about what is happening in our nation. Let us put hands together. Shawore was there before. He was arrested. Everybody come out. But too many people still there against him, even when he's fighting for everybody. VDM come in the picture now. Like I tell you earlier on, I'm not a fan of VDM. But at the end of the day, let's put hands together to tell our politician enough is enough. VDM come on social media. He said, Imboni, they arrest, EFCC arrest Imboni for naira abuse or for currency abuse. Because they use EFCC as an example that even if you get money, we will come for you. So, what about the other man, Pekin, where go spray naira, carry police follow body? They no arrest her. But long, we all know that VDM is against EFCC because of their corruption. EFCC are not happy. When VDM come out say, somebody used my Mama account, GT Bank collects my Mama account, so I'm going to GD Bank to confirm. EFCC called GTA Bank, say we have been looking for this person. So if you come, let us know. VDM arrive, they call EFCC come there, they arrest VDM. Despite that, whether inside or outside, they arrest VDM. VDM was on the red carpet on award. Why EFCC not go arrest them for that? So they arrest VDM. So fortunately, the GT Bank, they not think about the damages that it will affect their reputation before that thing happen. But when everybody start to come out now, they regret. Let's put that aside. Please, everybody, wait there here. Let's support this young man, even if you dare against him, even if you like him, you not like him. Let's support this guy because it's time for you to take over Africa, not only Nigeria. Look at what's it called, Uganda. I don't know if anybody know the history of Uganda, Bobby Wine and Museveni, who has been in power. Bobby Wine was 2 years old when their president took over power. Up till now, he's still in power, Museveni. When Bobby Wine came out 3 years ago to contest against his president, he was beaten. He was beaten. Even up till now, Bobby Wine bodyguard is dead prison. Up till now. Look at, we are talking about Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Everybody post Ibrahim Traore. How old is Ibrahim Traore? You see? So, but at the end of the day, we need to call a spade a spade. I don't live in Nigeria. My daughter's account, my daughter went to Spain. She used her account. When he come back, he not tell me say use her account. I get access to her account. And £1,800 was missing in her account. I not ask them. The first thing I did, I called Barclays Bank. £1,800 they missed from my daughter's account. What happened? So they said they're going to invest. Before they investigate, Barclays Bank has already paid the money. Before my daughter said to me, she went to Spain from school with her friend to spend the money. She spent the money in Spain when I called Barclays Bank. And I have to call them back, say, no, now my daughter spent the money. They've already refunded that money. VDM don't need to call the police because I had somebody say, if something wrong with your account, you need to call the police. What do you have with police? If anything wrong with your account, you call your bank. Your bank will investigate. Even before your bank will investigate, they need to refund you the money if it's not your fault. Because he went to the bank for the bank to investigate what did happen for your mama's account. Unfortunately, they are all in the same cabal, so they know what is going on. GT Bank, the EFCC, police, all of them, they are in the same cabal, especially GT Bank. So those are the things we need to be talked about. I beg. Make una no vex. Let's support this guy called VDM. Enough is enough. In Nigeria, I know they live in Nigeria. I don't come out for Nigeria since 22 years old. At least, alhamdulillah, from where I am. I will be able to, I feel enter shop, I go buy everything I want. And I feel enter supermarket, buy everything I want. Alhamdulillah, I'm not rich, but I thank God. But that does not mean because my family are there. My friends are there. Please, let's call a spade a spade. Anything good, let's support it. Please, please. Let's not just use because you belong to so this person, you don't belong to so this person, or you like VDM, you don't like VDM. It's not only VDM. Anybody come out from Nigeria tomorrow who stand the way VDM stand, let's put hands together and support that person. I'm not talking about VDM alone. Let's put hands together and support that person. It's not because VDM is cashing out, because of that you are angry. Or VDM, the no VDM, because of that you are angry. Because he's popular than you, he has more followers than you, because of that you are angry. Like D1. No. Let's put that aside. That guy is collected money for too many people who know if he speak for themselves at the end of the day. So make we not forget all those ones. I beg. So make we do the right thing that will push Nigeria forward. That is the most important thing. So let me give to somebody else to talk. Thank you, Nigeria Crime. Make I thank you again. Thank you for your moderate. Thank you for ability to understand everybody's view and take it upon. Thank you so much. And I will use my mic, brother.
Thanks a lot, sir. I appreciate it too. Thank you. All right, let me go to Mr. Quizity. I don't know. Excusity. Oh, excuse. All right. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, the reason why me I've been request for Mike now because of those two people, just like I mentioned. Because of those people. No, see, before, I once believed that Nigerians' main problem was its leaders, but I've come to realize that the real issue lies with the people. Like, Nigerians are their own enemies. Let's be honest. Sometimes when people say, I'm going to digress a little, right? I'm not just going to focus on VDM, but I'm just going to tackle the real issue of Nigeria. You see the problem with Nigeria? It is Nigerians themselves. It will be very hard for that country to move forward because the people that are, some set of people they are fighting to liberate the people, but the people themselves are fighting for their oppressors. Like, they are with the oppressors. The truth is, if we have 10 VDMs in Nigeria, I swear Nigeria will take a new shape. I'm not kidding. Go and look at the countries that have gotten their liberty. It didn't come, like, easily. It came out of revolution. You think it's by smiling? In fact, there was a time that this NYC, this copper girl, was venting her anger on the government. Some people even came on this platform, on this TikTok, and they were like criticizing the language she was using. Hey, she was disrespectful. Hey, is that how to talk to elders? And I was hearing some comments on some live, and I was weeping inside. Like, see, Nigerians are delusional.
Please, sorry, I want to step down, please. I want to take a phone call.
Do you understand? Nigerians are delusional. Like, even in the West that you people are shouting, West. People will see Trump like this. They will insult him to his face. Nothing they can do. They have that right. But it is in Nigeria that you will see the same people, the commoners, the masses that are hungry. They cannot even afford 3 square meals. They will be the one that will come on this and say, hey, it's wrong now. You should go and use 6 months in detention. You should do this, you should do that. Is that the problem? I say that again. If Nigeria has 10 VDMs, if Nigeria had 10 VDMs, I swear, that country, because to be honest, somebody made that statement. I think it was Ola something. I can't do what VDM, in fact, 1/10 of what the VDM is doing. I can't do it. Number one, the fear for my life, for my family, the guy will come like this. He will even miss all those things that I was saying. It is out of anger. Everyone is tired in Nigeria. When I left Nigeria, $1 was around $162. In naira to dollar, and I even wrote an article which was published by The Punch and I think our Daily Soul or something. I was criticizing the government of the day. I think it was Buhari then.
You know, when Naira was ranking against the dollar at 162, the dollar was 162 Naira. Now it's like above 1,000. And you think VDM is the problem? In fact, VDM, people should be worshipping the VDM. Let me tell you categorically, it's not everything that he does that I support. But 99.999% of the time, I will always support VDM. Now, let us even look at the way the arrest came by. It wasn't even an arrest. It was an abduction. It was a kidnap. Some people were coming with if they had invited him, he might have hit his phone. He might have deleted some things, and that tells you the state of things in Nigeria. So if they they don't have a database, they don't have a way to get all the information, even connect to NCC and get some information from the phone. Like, the country is in shambles. Nigeria is in a deep shit hole. Yaya Bello is there. So many politicians, they're all busy looting money, like packing money, buying houses, money that they cannot even, their generation cannot finish till they leave this world. They are busy packing it. And then some people will still come on this life and they'll be venting their it is VDM, it is. Another thing is tribalism. At least you can see three people that have spoken now. I guess they are not Yoruba. But people will still come on like them. They are weaponizing, the foolishness of people. In the sense of tribalism, bigotry, hatred against each other, fighting against each other, distractions and all that. If Nigerian youth can have sense and come together, form a coalition, these people will defeat them. But it is still the same people that are hungry, that they don't even know how they're going to feed tomorrow. They'll be the one to come on this space now, on this life, and be saying, hey, VDM is wrong, is this, is that. The country is going backward. Go to other African countries, smaller countries. Maybe we are the giants of Africa. Go to other countries, see what they are doing, infrastructure. And I think the problem with some Nigerians is inexposure. Like, some people they've not gone outside Nigeria, even Ghana. Go to Ghana and experience constant electricity. Basic amenities, you can't get it. They are frustrating you. In your own country, you don't even have freedom of speech. And you see a young man is using his platform to speak for the voiceless, for the needy. And you think the problem is the way he goes about it, maybe it's cyber crime. Can you imagine? Sometimes when I even look at some things, I'll be like, this is the reason why Nigeria can never. In fact, before I used to look at the people that are preaching, separation, division. I think that would be the best. Like, but it cannot happen. Let's be honest. Like, everybody should be practicing. I don't know what it's called in government. Like, you should be managing your own place, your territory, another. It won't happen, but that would have been the best. Because some people are just delusional. The way some people think. Even the same Nigerians. Now, if you go online now, they are already campaigning for 2027. They are already campaigning for 2027. Even some useless influencers on Twitter, on some platforms, they don't fly some hashtags now. They don't trend down. That is the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria can never go forward. No be cause. You don't feel go forward because the way some people they drag and go forward, some people they pull them back. VDM has helped people. From when this guy started, do you know how many money he has recouped for people? Now everybody that hears VDM now, they are all shaking. Even they know that this guy is a force already, is a movement. So they are looking for ways to stop him, to silence him. EFCC, what is their number one? What is their basic function? in the society. You are not going against all the politicians that are busy looting the treasury, mismanaging funds. But it's one person that is in the corner of his own room, just making sure that the country is in a good shape. You go after him. I weep for that country, honestly. I don't have much to say. Everyone has even summed up my thoughts on this space. The last few guys that spoke, they have said everything. But you see, that country, it will be very hard. We can always be wishing. For even the protest, it will get to a point, revolution will start. If you know what it means to demonstrate, to go on a protest, like everybody will mount the streets. Everybody will come out. Maybe it's because some people are still feeding. They can still eat like 2 times or 3 times in a day. That's why some people are still saying rubbish. By the time people will be feeding on their poo, you have to poo before you eat. That's when everybody will come out. They will now know what's up. Because I don't understand what is going on again. The least of your problem is VDM. In fact, VDM is our messiah. Yes, I say it. VDM is our messiah, because it takes someone who is fearless to be doing what he's doing. Not everybody. What are you doing? What are you using your platform for? You got their point. So I'm not here to just ramble. Everybody has said everything. But you see that country, I leave it in the hands of God. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. All right, Mr. Victor.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Victor.
All right, thanks for your patience. And thanks to Mimi, because she said about 50% of what I was going to say. You see, Nigeria as an institution is broken, and it has been broken for a long time. If Nigeria was functioning, we won't be worshipping VDM. I live outside Nigeria. I don't expect a person from here where I live to start questioning the bank about people's money. In fact, where I live abroad, if any money is missing from my account, I don't even need to call the bank. They will call me. They will have to call me because they see everything that is happening before I will see it. And in most cases, there is an insurance. I live in Canada. In Canada and the US, I think it's FDIC. So if they pay you up to $250,000, so somebody can just take money from my account. I don't care. It won't bother me because I know 100% I'm going to get the money back. So as for the way VDM was snatched off the street, I mean, come on. Who does that? I think the people that went there to arrest VDM it was personal to them that this is what we're going to do to this young man. And it is unfortunate that the divide among Nigerians. You see, this is what the government wants. You guys they are here on this app listening to forums like this. Okay? But the divide, everybody can't be VDM. I can't do what he is doing, not because I might not have the guts to do it, because Nigerians will throw you under the bus. The same people you are fighting for. So unless VDM stole money or misappropriate money, I don't see why the EFCC will go after him. I'm not 100% sure of the people that arrested him. But come to think of it, the EFCC chairman is a member of Daddy Gio's church. I can't remember his name. At the same time, Daddy Gio's son has a contract in one of the northern states worth over $80 billion naira, and he has not executed that contract. But nobody heard anything about that contract anymore. Yahya Bello is out there. Yahya Bello never spent over 2 nights in EFCC's custody. But he stole so much money. And nobody is saying anything about it. As for the bank, if whatever happened between VDM's mom's account and the bank, there should be a process, a procedure. I thought they have BVN. The last time I was in the country, I went to unfortunately, it was the same GT Bank. It took them 2 days to take the picture for the BVN. I had to spend like 6 hours in the bank and go back the next day because they can't take a single picture. So what's the purpose of the pictures if somebody's going to use my NIN to get a loan? So what's the purpose of the picture then? I mean, if Nigerians want their problem fixed, I'm saying their problem because even though I don't live there, I know I still have some family members live there, but you guys have to come together. You don't have to like VDM. It doesn't have to be from your part of the country. But is the young man perfect? No, I don't think there's any human being that is perfect. But is he helping people more than the government or the people that are getting paid to do the job he's doing? Of course. Somebody mentioned earlier that VDM is not a lawyer. I can almost guarantee you that VDM has more success or win than some of the lawyers we know in that country. So what I'm saying is you guys should please, there's still a lot to be done for the people of Nigeria. There's still a long way, but by the time you start fighting each other like this, like VDM still in jail for 6 months, you don't even know this young man. I've lived outside Nigeria for as long as VDM. I think Mimi mentioned that he's 31 years of age. I have lived outside Nigeria for almost all his life. I mean, we don't have to like him. We can't do what he's doing, but there are other ways that we can support him. VDM is not perfect. He is a young man. If Nigeria was working, VDM should be, I mean, he shouldn't be the one carrying this load or doing what he is doing right now. There are people elected to get those things done. So, and in order for the country to get out of the mess, because the system is completely broken, nothing works in Nigeria, absolutely, except the stealing of money, nothing else works in Nigeria. So the revolution that Nigerians are afraid of, it's what is going to get solve the problem. We as Nigerians, we don't really worry much. You know what? Everybody's mindset is to run and run abroad. America had a revolution a long time ago. Canada did, the War of 1812. Europeans used to kill each other until they discovered black people. But Nigerians are afraid of that fight. So, in order to get this problem fixed, we have to, unfortunately, get that fight out of the way. Nnamdi Kanu is in jail for, I don't know how long, but Why is nobody talking about that young man? Nobody's talking about him. They just forgot him. He's fighting for people, but they abandoned him. And here is VDM. I'm not sure what is giving him the energy to do what he is doing. The government wants to test Nigerians to see how they will react. Is it that that's what is going on? Or it's about the Sheikh Tinubu that somebody accused him of kidnapping and stuff? We haven't spoken, we haven't heard anything about that for the last couple of days. And here we are fighting each other. Oh, I wish they locked VDM up for 6 months. Oh, I never liked this guy. And come on, man. Is this the best you guys can do for the young man for all he has done? Is he perfect? No. He has insulted some people that I actually love in the country. But come to think of it, if an old person does not respect themselves, they get insult. That's okay. Even though Nigerians are raised to respect their elders, but the same elders are the ones that are messing up the country. Are we supposed to just keep quiet because we were raised to respect elders? So that's all I got. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Victor. Thank you. Okay, then let's go to I think Mr. Ramon or Raymond. Sorry, Mr. Raymond.
Good evening. Yeah, it's Ramon. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I think this is my first time here.
Good to see you.
Yes. Yeah. Most people have said everything I wanted, most of the things I wanted to say, but some things about VDM, me as a personal person, I like VDM a lot. But I'm a kind of person, I'm a kind of person that no matter how much I like you or how much I love you, if you do anything that doesn't sound well or make sense, I will tell you. Even my wife knows. My mom knows me. I will tell you, I don't like what you did. It's not good. Truly, sometimes VDM says some things that are out of line. But we cannot forget the fact that VDM, Nigeria, nothing must happen to VDM. For Nigeria to see someone like VDM again, even apart from anything happening to VDM, we shouldn't pray for VDM to stop what he's doing. That is why he needs support, because a lot of us, not that we can't do what VDM is doing, but we are scared of our life. Who wants to die? Who wants to go to court? It's not easy. And immediately, most people don't like VDM because he might have said some bad things to their favorite celebrity, things like that. He might have called out their celebrity and all that. But most people don't want that. You know, Nigerians, we are celeb, whatever. Once you talk to our favorite, anyhow, we started hating on you and all that. That is most things he has done. And again, when Don Jazzy gave him 100 million naira for his NGO, a lot of people started questioning, what does VDM do for a living? Where does he get? So there was a time D1 was even saying VDM bought a Benz. So things like that, people that question, hey, what does he do for a living? Where does he see all his money he's been spending? Have they forgotten that all this social media thing, they monetized it? Most of people like Egungun of Lagos, the guy is rich, so they never ask what he does because they make money online. And most of the money VDM make, he doesn't do adverts, he doesn't do all these things. Most of his money, he spends it on people. And he called, fine. While calling out people, It might be too emotional with it. Calling out people saying, no same person, Papa. Fine. Stuff like that might trigger some people. They don't like it or they don't want him to say such thing. But that doesn't mean he has done something that, this person he has to be sacrificed. If you ask a lot of people that, you don't like VDM, okay, fine. It's your choice. Why don't you like him? The next thing they will tell you is, I don't like the way he talks. They have no tangible reason for not liking him. Yes. Okay. No, I thought you wanted to. This said, I'll get back.
Oh.
Yes.
You want me to do serious?
No, we'll do it over.
I can do it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I'm sorry for that. I'm at work, that's why.
Okay, it's okay.
I'm sorry for that. So most people, the reason why they don't like VDM is because he says the truth. And this 300 million of a thing that some people are saying, he has 300 million in his NGO account, he's been spending the money and all this. VDM caused it. Do you know how many NGOs we have in Nigeria that nobody queries how they spend their money? But because VDM has brought himself to us online, then VDM has always been like, he's perfect, he's honest and all that. Tomorrow, if they release, let's pray assuming they release VDM tomorrow and he joined the APC, everybody will keep quiet and we will stop having all this problem. But when will Nigeria move forward? When nobody talks? Because either we like it or not, our oppressors, which our Nigerian government, they don't want anybody that talks against them. I've been suspecting you will have this issue since this, what's it called, Play 2 bombing and everything. When it started going around, I know this guy is digging too much, which people don't want. But people want who is going to say, the government are good, why the government are not good. If you tell me Nigeria will get better, when will Nigeria get better? We'll keep deceiving ourselves. Presently now, me, myself, and my family, me, my wife, my children, we moved to Canada last 3 years. A lot of people have been moving. And to be honest with ourselves, either we like it or not, 80, 90, if not 100% of Nigerian abroad don't like it abroad. Either we believe it or we don't believe it. We don't like it abroad. It's just that we have no choice. We just have to be here. Now, what's the time now? It's 7:32 where I am now. I'm still at work. If I'm in Nigeria, I might be doing my own business, enjoying my life, have freedom, do all these things. But here, fine, the system here, but majority of us, we pray Nigeria get better so everyone can just, because no place like home. But we see a single person, single-handedly, he has never asked any of us for all the people VDM has been helping to retrieve their money. Maybe someone has talked, but me as a person, I check all his video every day. I have never heard when anybody says, VDM charged me to do this. He do all these things with his own money. Who does that? Can I do it? How many people can do that? He will still come online and fine, he's not perfect. He will say some things. Even me, as a fan, I will still say, this is rubbish. Why would he say something like this? But I can never forget the fact that, wow, this guy is really trying. Who does that? Coming online, spend his own hard-earned money. If it is some people, they will have built a house or buy a house in Abuja where he lives. He lives in a rented apartment. They make money on YouTube, all these things. People make good money. But his own money, he decided to spend it for people. He decided to start giving people 1 million every month, doing different things for people. Someone who can single-handedly say, he knows what he's into. He knows that if you want to speak truth in Nigeria, you will be the target. You have no choice. And he doesn't care about being the target. He still face them. He will still talk. I'm sure when they release him, he will still talk. and they know they have not. To be honest, in my own decision, my own little thinking, I think they don't have anything to nab him. They don't have anything against him. That is why they're doing all this. Even those they have something against. See Okowa, 1.3 trillion naira. Immediately he was arrested, he was released, all these things. Now he's in APC, and that will be the end of the money. Nobody queries that. But all we blame is, hey, VDM is bad because he has abused our favorite. Everybody VDM has abused. Everybody VDM has called out for money or whatever. Has any of them ever come out to say he's lying against me? You hardly see a single person that will come out and say, oh, VDM has lied against me. So that is just it. Fine, some people might not like him, but whenever, because Nigeria, either we like it or not, it might, not it will, because I won't pray it happens to anybody, but it might happen to anybody.
All right.
That is just it for now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. Ramon. I think we have Mr. Omo. I can't say the full name.
Obabagba.
Obabagba, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You're already in morning right now. This is good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning, yeah.
Nigerian crime. Thanks for giving us this opportunity.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, and I appreciate everyone with their contribution. You see, the first thing I want to say is this. I don't have much to say. A lot of people have said a lot of things. But what I will say is this. One, what was the real job of EFCC? Their main job description. They are to investigate financial crime, corruption, and economic fraud. That's their main job. So, regarding VDM, I won't call it an arrest. And the reason why I won't call it an arrest is this. When you're arresting somebody, number one, I don't know the reason why you cover eyes on his face. Because you don't want the public to know. So when you are covering somebody's face immediately, it shows you are kidnapping that person. They left their job entirely, as we all knew. Now, regarding VDM, if you want to arrest VDM, or if VDM commit any offense, nobody is above the law, truly. But if VDM commit any offense, they have the right, police have the right to invite VDM. If you invite VDM, if he didn't turn up, maybe first time, second time, fine. You cannot go to court for warrant of arrest. Use court order. But we never had such that, oh, this guy, we are looking for him. Nothing on social media that said VDM is wanted. Even those that stole money from Nigeria run to abroad. They only place them that social person is wanted. But we never see such. Suddenly somebody just, went into the bank. You went there. While coming out of the bank, you grabbed him. Saying you are DSS, you are something. They left their own major job. I'm new to this platform. I was passing by, but when I came in because of one named Joshua. Yes, I heard the statement, so I didn't scroll again. I just stopped there. And that FBI he mentioned, I think that FBI have to investigate him properly to know the kind of job he's doing. Are you telling me now, here I am in UK now, UK police cannot just come anyhow into my door without me committing any offense, knocking on my door? Even if I commit any offense, they will only come to my door.
Invite me down. You're under Mr. So, you're under arrest for so thing you committed. Then we go, not that you drag me, you harass me, you assault me. No. I think the EFCC, they failed Nigeria entirely. Let's be sincere. Initially, they were harassing all these boys, all these young boys around before. That's what they do. If they see you come on with laptop, they don't even know what you are doing with your laptop. All they believe is that, oh, you are into fraud, you are into this. Immediately they see you with laptop, you are in problem. That was what they did then, until people protest against them. That acts. And when you are talking about cyber bully or cyber whatever, police is there to invite VDM. Police is there, not even EFCC. Police is there to invite VDM. If it's for cyber assault or bully. Are they investigating him for fraud or crime or financial crime, or is it corruption? No. Up to now, the EFCC spokesman never comes out and says, okay, we're investigating this guy for cyber, financial crime, or corruption, or economic fraud. So, yeah, my brother, somebody said, EFCC too, they are the government. In as much you are working for government, you are part of the government. So I will urge all Nigerians, let's have one voice. Like the other night, my brother, that Joshua was saying, he should use this mode. If it is your brother, do you pray for him to stay there for 2 days? Or can you are now in the Western world, somebody will just come to you and arrest you anyhow without telling you your offense? No, it's not done. The only time I just knew that this guy might have some little problem, it is during the time of this guy, Bobrisky. When they said Bobrisky went to jail and they used VIP was a prison for him. And when he mentioned some, prominent people in Nigeria, I know something is going to happen later. Nigeria's politicians or the big men there, they don't want you to toy with them. Believe me or not, they don't want. Immediately, they know how to silence you. When they want to silence you, they do that. For this VDM case now, we expect somebody it's now up to 24 hours. And we expect the EFCC spokesman to come out. We are investigating this guy for corruption or financial crime. And if they are talking about the cyber stock, let the police take in charge. And let's see what he has committed there. Nothing. And the other guy was saying that, oh, can somebody just hack into your account? Are you telling me because VDM is telling you that, oh, I got every information, does it mean he hack into somebody's account? No. I can have the information direct. I give to him. Somebody else can have it and give it to him. This is genuine information. This is the evidence. So don't, your assumption thinking that, oh, he hacked into people's accounts to get such information. Take it out of your mind. You should assume that until it's proven. So if anybody, somebody, do you think those people, VDM helped to recover their money back? Those people that cannot speak for themselves, do you think they go and collect a lawyer that will stand for them, help me collect? Do you know how much they were going to charge them? You don't know. In fact, sometimes when I watch this guy video, in fact, my heart pray for him. I don't know him, but my heart, I pray for him, honestly. see somebody going up and down from one village to another, one state to another to help people. Who a borehole? Fine, calling on people to bring money. He might not be using his own money, but sometimes he uses his own money to do some certain things.
All right, sir.
So thank you very much, sir. Please, Nigeria, Mr. Joshua, be careful with your word, or else FBI will visit you. That's what I will say.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Obama. Okay, I think we've all spoken, and then our opinion, right, definitely is going to be different, but then we should just respect each other's opinion. This platform is just for educational purpose. So what we do here mainly daily is to bring topics that will impact Nigerians' life, both home and abroad, and for us also to learn from it as well. So please, whatever we had here, let it just stay here. We can meet somewhere else, even on another platform. Please don't let us carry what happened here to other platform. We're all friends, we're all one, we're all Nigerians. And sometimes it happens like this that, we'll disagree and then we'll want to speak or whatever and stuff like that. But please just let us have it at the back of our mind that it's just for the betterment of Nigeria that we're doing all this. Thanks a lot, guys. It's going to be a wrap here. And definitely, I will see you guys later in the day at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, where we'll be coming your way again with another topic. Right? And then hopefully, we'll all learn and we'll all have one or two things to say later in the day where we'll bring the new topics down to your doorstep. Thanks a lot for joining.
Host, please. Pardon me. Host, can you hear me? When you will have a topic about, I want to invite some of those IT professionals would like to come that day about can somebody use NIN and take another person NIN and BVN to take loan, which is not possible. So I would like experts. The way we validate the other one about when disappearing money become crime, this one is not possible anywhere in the world.
Okay.
No place in the world.
Bank staff can use it. Bank staff.
Advice on experts.
Bank staff can use it.
No. You don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Apart from bank staff, anything can happen in Nigeria. We're talking about Nigeria.
It's not possible. When you demand the loan, they will send it to your bank. You will demanded it, not another person's account.
Okay.
Right. So don't worry about
Nigeria crime. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I always commend you, to be honest, for your patience and understanding to listen to everybody, whether good, the good, the bad, and the ugly. To be honest, I commend your patience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ibrahim. I appreciate you, sir. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you guys. And then if we have the space also, please let us make it a date also later in the day at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, because by my end here is now 1:47 a.m. Right. So let's just maybe the date's 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Later in the day, we'll meet again. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us.
Thank you so much, and thank everybody.
Hey, Mimi, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you guys, I appreciate all of you guys. I really appreciate you guys one more time, And I would say, please, let us go home, sleep in peace, wake up in peace, and not in pieces. Still, I'll see you guys later in the day at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. I say, oh, double.
Let me finish. No, you didn't let me finish. You were mentioning Dangote, you were mentioning Otedola.
I've already clarified that.
No, and you said something.
I have already clarified that when you asked me.
That nobody asked them for accountability. And I'm saying to you, come down a bit of a higher horse, come down a little bit. And unfortunately, I'm going to touch on the churches, especially in England. Okay, if a member of one of those Pentecostal churches, right, as an NGO, right, they get grants, they get whatever they get, and there's donation inside the churches, i.e. tithe and offerings, okay, all those are accountable for. So I don't know why you guys are running away and you're running the mouth that there's no accountability
in NGOs.
Nobody has said that. What are you talking about?
That's G. No,
why you miss?
GBank.
No, I'm not talking about GBank. Don't say you guys.
GBank was telling
if you're going to speak specifics about who you are responding to, don't say you guys.
I said there is no accountability.
Accountability. We're talking about funding of NGOs by grants and donations. You are talking about accountability. Why are you running away from it? Is the money not coming from a source?
Okay, let me tell you something.
What is the funding source?
Let me tell you this. Listen, there's two different things that me guys don't understand. The financial end of the year accountability, that's for the government.
That's different. Nobody is even talking about that. Why are you taking on
to see that you're not doing anything shady, you're not doing money laundering or whatever.
You are not even addressing what we're discussing here. You are going far away from our discussion. Why are you talking in abstract?
No, I'm not talking abstract. You are because
we are talking about the fact that
you have a debt here because listen to me carefully. If you listen to me carefully, you understand where I'm coming from. That's why I brought it. This is why I brought it to your knowledge. I'm using the church as an example. Inside the church, that's an academy for whatever that's being collected. What you guys are talking about?
I know it already. You don't even need to
relax now.
No, I don't want to speak. When we say this, I need to just say something else.
Nobody is talking something else. We're talking about how are these. How are these funded?
Finish.
And I'm saying that no matter how big you are, no matter how rich you are, whether you are Kano or you are Dangote or whoever, if you say you have a foundation, it is funded by grants and donations. You can put your own money to there, but you cannot be the sole funder. You can't be the only source of funding your NGO. You still get public funds to do it, and you must be accountable. And Chairman has said something earlier that, look, if you give regular updates and you post it on your page and everybody knows there's transparency and they're being carried along, then it's easier for you to run. Rather than people thinking that you're just taking their money and running around with it without doing what you're supposed to do with it, which is fine. But I'm saying that no matter who you are, if you have a foundation, an NGO, you still need to raise donations, grants, and so on to be able to do the work that you set out to do. And Jack asked me a question. So why do people have to work on people's emotions? Because most of these NGOs, they deal with human rights issues. They deal with people less privileged situations. So they come with those kind of stories to work on your mind to want to support them. If you see that somebody is less privileged, children are suffering, they're not able to feed, they're not able to go to school and everything, and an NGO is saying we want to support 200,000 children this year to get primary education, and they bring out all the narratives. People will donate. Because they can even come with a program like support a child through primary school, support a child for 1 year, support those kind of things, and people will go in because they're talking about children. Some come with widows, some will come with different kinds of things. Now we're talking about justice for someone that was cut short in his crime. And so that's why a lot of people are emotional about it and donating to see that justice is served. But now that we're seeing a lot of diversions and so on, that's why people are asking questions. And because it is expected that there will be accountability, and if that accountability is not coming, it's not coming through, then people have the right to ask questions. So I don't have a problem with that. But to tell me that because somebody is so rich and they're trying to manage their taxes, so that's the reason why they go into all these foundations and so on, that's not the purpose for every single one of them.
You're still stalling on that. You're not moving on.
So I don't. I'm for accountability.
You're completely wrong.
Public funding. You must explain to people what you have done with their funds. If you have come to me with an objective, you have told me I want to use your money to do this, and I put money in it. At some point, I must be able to see that you have used that money for that purpose for which it was given, and you must account for it. So I'm all for that, 100%. And if there's a requirement for you to render your returns at the end of the year to government, that's also fine. But you must give periodic updates to those who are donating for the purpose. Yes, please.
Thank you for your final submission. But I've been listening to everyone for over an hour,
Now, you're coming to a conclusion. Let's kind of, back up a little. There seems to be questioning about why people are questioning some of the people on this justice for Mohbad for accountability. But you just said that it is right for them to be accounting. And I think that is the advice that should go for their disciples and defenders. Everybody will appreciate what they are doing, but at every stage, if, for example, they say they want to do a rally, we want to do rally, it's going to cost us $100,000, for example, and people contributed $105, $100,000, and people contributed $100,005. And they executed that rally, and when they finished, they said, we raised $105,000, we executed the rally for $95,000. That is accountability. Nobody will question anybody, because you've been able to be accountable. What you gave to us, you gave it to us, we spent less. Or they come and say, we needed 100,000 estimated, you contributed 105, but we spent 120,000. That is accountability. But let's look at the subject matter you are dealing with. When have you gotten such accountability? And that is why people will raise eyebrow. That is because the accountability do not come for people to say, oh, let's move on. They will, and after finishing one, you ask for another one, you ask for another one. Some people will come and say, hey, take a pause. What have you achieved with the first two? And you are beginning to see. And these are avoidable things. And I think the best thing is always this. When criticism comes, either way they come, either in a destructive way, either in a constructive way, people concerned should take learning from it and just do better. And say, oh, we've heard you before. It is because we were busy. This is it. If you do it consistently, they will ask you questions. And that is why big organizations like the Kanu Art Foundation. I was part of Kanu Art Foundation. Now, when Kanu started, he had, and there are different. It is your objective that determines how you raise money. What is the objective of your NGO? Kanu Art Foundation was straight. You want, because of his experience with his art, you want to help less privileged people who have similar issues. What did he do? He put in a seeding fund from his own pocket because he wants to give back to the community on his own charitable. I want to give back. I don't want to be saying, come and collect school fees, but I want to face a kind of problem I faced, and it is more to children, younger people, so that they can have a better life. And what he did is, I put X amount, I won't say the amount, I put X amount into this funding first. And he carried out one or two. And he got support from many hospitals all over the world that even did it for free. All they just have to do is to transport. And he has a team that is going about doing private fundraising, moving to people that they know among his own peers. They were raising money, but what he did first was to show what he wanted to do. And it got to a time, a lot of entries were coming in, and he began to raise money publicly. But they still do some private funding and everything. And that is how it works. Now, he faced what he wants to face. Let's come to this of Yomi. There seems to be a controversy. What is the objective of Break the Silence? It is more of activism foundation. That is what it does. And truth be told, Human Rights Foundation